What's going on, everybody? We're live. Brew Day. It's been a while. How's everybody doing? Let's sit here. Let some people come in. Oh, what's going on? Wow, that's not a good picture at all. Holy moly. A little cold out still. Some people jump on. If you're in, say hello. It has been a long time. Push that out of the way. We're in the mash right now. Yeah, can't do much else. So, fishing trucker, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a good Sunday. You know, with this horrible virus that's going around, not much you can do, so might as well brew some beer. Anyway, we'll let some people walk in. If you're in, let me know, say hi. I'm not sure who's in yet. Not sure what everybody's doing this weekend. Who we got there? Doing well. You know, we got 3 kids in the house. We got a lot of birthdays this month. We canceled a lot of plans because of everything that's going on. But we're managing just like everybody else. Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully you can hear me well. I'm on the phone. I'm not on the computer. Hopefully it looks okay. Hit the thumbs up if you can. And I'm just gonna brew. People want to watch, it's cool. We're brewing a black IPA. It's my black IPA I absolutely love. I do it like usually once a year. What's going on, Ryan? Short circuit for, hey, I'm actually brewing. How can you believe it? It's been a while. Been watching all your videos on when you've been brewing, all those goodies you get. I'm doing my black IPA today. So I'm excited about that. I love this beer. It's actually won award, homebrew competition award, about 2 years ago. Second place in the IPA category, so it's a pretty good recipe. Key here is from Dr. Hans, Brian. I use all my roasted malts, late edition in the mash. Keep the astringency down. Big time pine flavors with Chinook as my bittering. I got a little Citra, a little Mosaic, and that's it. It's a great beer. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So hold on, let me get settled here. I gotta get my brewing app back up. When I start doing this live stuff, I forget about that. So you can't let me forget about my beer. I'm mashing out at 11:13, so that's important. Hold on 1 second. Let me get that up. Brian, what's the last? I've seen so much that you're brewing. It's crazy. What is the last beer you brewed, Brian? I know you've been doing a lot on those new systems. I'm old school. We're through gas. No electric brewing here, unfortunately. I'm going the old cheap way, as I always do. All right, so like I said, it's a black IPA. Anybody out there doesn't know what a black IPA is? It's a dark beer that's not a stout. It is got some roasty notes, but it's heavily bitter and a lot of hops, so it's hop forward. It's not a hoppy stout. Whoa, Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Man, coming in strong, $10 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Hello to you. I hope all is well. Everybody out there, go check out Brandon. I mean, that's amazing. Thank you. That means a lot. You know, we don't go live a lot, so we don't do the super chat. But when that happens, man, that means a lot to us. I really appreciate that. That is amazing. Spikes your dunkel. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Brandon Outdoor Adventure, thanks again for that. That is super. Anybody who's on, we just started, there's not many people on. I hope you go check out Brandon. Awesome, man. We love outdoorsy channels. We're real good friends with Kay and Matt at Happy Trails Hiking. We've actually done live streams with them. So check out Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. We really appreciate that super chat. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. That's beyond nice. We don't really do it for the super chats, but it's super nice. And you know, we don't go live a lot anymore. We're more production. We're doing a lot of reviews. A lot of breweries are asking us to review their beers, which is cool. But we still brew. I brew, and so when I brew, I usually go live to connect with everybody. So, okay, cool, Brian. Yeah. So it turns out really well when you add your about 10-15 minutes left in the mash. I'll add the roasted grains. I'm using Carafa 3 Special and Midnight Wheat, about 8 ounces of each. So it's a Dunkelweizen. Nice. You got to send me some of your beer, Brian. I'll send you some of ours. I tried one time over the canning, it didn't work, but I love to try some short circuit beers. We'll do a couple reviews on that. Anyway, Brandon, thanks again for that. I was saying we don't go live a lot. We're going to try to do that. We're going to try to go live at the bar once. Oh, man, thanks. You watch all our videos. We really appreciate that. You know, we're doing some whiskey stuff now, too. Andy's really into it. I'm getting into it. It's a whole new world for us, but they're kind of intertwined. The whole whiskey and especially bourbon and beer and barrel-aged beers. We love it, so we're going to start incorporating that into some of our videos. It won't be a lot, but we will be putting some cool reviews of whiskeys that we like to drink up, and if you like it, that's great. If you don't worry, beer's still what we do. No big deal with that. So again, thanks for that super chat. Like I said, though, we will be trying to go live with Andy once behind the bar, like once a month, maybe. We're trying to do it more often, but our schedules are really tough. And we like to produce videos. Andy's our editor, and he does an amazing job with that. We got some really fun things happening tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure when Andy's going to be done with John. What's up, buddy? How you? I'm actually going to drink one of your beers today, buddy, so stay tuned. It's one of the great Asian Ocean beers, the IPA. So I'm going to crack that for this live stream, so I'm glad you're on. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the beers we sent you. Let me check my temp. See, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention to the beer. Hold on one second. See, if I had electric brewing like Brian, short circuit, I wouldn't have to worry about this. So this is the sparge water. I want to get it up to like 180, and that's at 161. I'm going to turn that down. Turn that down. Just a little bit. Because I've got another, I got to mash out, so it's going to be a while. Probably have to turn that off eventually. Anyway, Brewing a Black IPA. I'm sorry if I'm missing the chat. I'm on my phone. I'm not on the computer, so it doesn't stay up. I'm going to try to get my tablet here so I can see what people are saying. So I apologize. And Brandon, thanks again for saying that you watch all of our videos. That's really super important because we kind of don't go live much, so our videos are what we do, and we love getting feedback. So hopefully you guys are liking what we put out. We try to edit them the best we can. Andy does all that, and hopefully you like it. Because he puts a lot of work into our videos. John, what do you drink today? What I should say, John Hill is, if you don't know him on Instagram, you should. It's Syracuse Fan 1982, I think, or is it 1980? I don't know which one. 1982. He has great beers that he puts on his Instagram, but also barbecue. Holy cow, he is the barbecue master. Makes me so hungry when I see his Instagram posts. Yep. All right. So what are you barbecuing today, there, John? Anybody doing anything special? I mean, you can't really go. We're not going out. I can tell you that with everything that's going on. We are staying in. So why not brew beer, right? That's what I think. Brew beer. All right, I gotta keep track of the time. Somebody needs to tell me when it's 11:13. That's when I need to mash out. I still got 20 minutes, so I gotta turn that down a little bit. What's everybody doing? What are you guys doing instead of what you normally do because of everything that's going on with this virus? It's too cold. -4 right now. Now, John lives in Idaho. So it's like 50 degrees here in Maryland, so it's not too bad. It's been a really mild winter, and I love that. And I'm ready for some warmer weather. So I always brew my black IPA in the spring. So good morning, the Dangerous Curves. What's going on? Wow, we haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hope all is well. Again, I was just trying to ask what people are doing instead of what they normally would do. You're filming. Yeah, there you go. We're going to try to do that too. Andy lives like literally less than a mile away from where I am. We're all kind of quarantined, not doing anything, working from home. Kids are home. My wife's a teacher. He's in education. So is his wife. So like we're not doing anything besides working from home and, trying to play with our kids. So we'll probably do a lot of filming over that time period because we're not doing anything else, social distancing. But we have YouTube. That's the great thing, right? I think it is. Hopefully everybody's watching everybody's YouTube channels. Why not? What else are you gonna do? But we had like parties last week for my now 4-year-old, and my oldest turned 15 yesterday. So we were supposed to go out to dinners. That all got canceled. We're doing everything in house, doing the best we can. My birthday's next week. So March is a big birthday month for us, and we're not doing anything. So brew a beer for my birthday, I guess, next week, right? It won't be done, but it'll be done soon after that. It's getting warmer out, so I'm going to start brewing a lot more. Let's see. What I normally do anyway. Yeah, that's true. Drink beer and eat food. John, yeah, so that you're doing what you normally do. I work in retail, so... hold on, let's see that. What did that say? How do I bring that back? Brandon Santor Adventure says, I work in retail, so I'm stupid busy at work. I'm pretty much working... Wow. So they're not closed. That's good. I worry that they're going to eventually shut down even like retail or restaurants and stuff like that because people are still congregating. And we saw pictures in Baltimore. All the bars were crowded. I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't know. Maybe it's not though. We're not doing that. I'm not taking that chance. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just make my own beer here and friends and laughter not. Yeah, that's right. Friends and laughter is not canceled. Exactly. So you gotta do what you gotta do. My wife's laughing at me. Yeah. Anyway, so that being said, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about other things. Hopefully, John, you said it's -4 where you are. Brian, you're in Ohio, right? Right? So is it cold still in Ohio? It's been pretty warm here in the Mid-Atlantic, so I'm kind of happy about that. No snow at all this year. Not like any snow at all. Not even a measurable snow, not one thing. So I'll take that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that for a review, though, John. I think that's going to be a review part of our November Barrel Age series. So we will get to that, but I want to do that for the channel, not just enjoy myself. I'll show you what I'm going to drink, John. You know what it is. So it's the Great Notion. John Hill sent me this. Thank you, John. Let me see what it. This is there's Andy. So Andy is not here. Why not, Andy? Social distancing, I guess. Where's the good-looking Italian guy? The good-looking Italian guy is MIA. But this is what I will probably when we start the boil. It's a double Indian Pale Ale with honey, the elusive one, from Great Notion. And John has sent us a ton of beer from this awesome brewery. We can't get it in Maryland, and I can't wait to try. I had the other one, which was fantastic. But I saved this the last one from your shipment, John, that I'm going to drink today. So we'll get that out. Get that ready to go. Yeah, Andy, Brandon's Outdoor Adventures already gave us a $10 super chat. I'm pretty sure it's not because you were not here. Or maybe it was because you weren't here. He likes that you weren't here, so he gave us a super chat. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. My question is, why aren't you over here helping me brew this? That's my question. Yeah. What are you doing? Sitting at home on your computer. Should be editing. Ooh, he's going to have a comment for that. I know it. Know it. Anyway, hit the like button, guys, if you can. I'm going to keep this on as long as I can. It's not riveting. We're just brewing. I'm in the mash right now and heating up the sparge water. I batch sparge. I almost booted it. Uh-oh, Brandon just got over stomach flu? So I can't. Oh, man. Well, that's never good. Andy's changing diapers. He has a little one, so that's never good either. We're done with that, thank the Lord. No more changing diapers in this household. Andy can probably talk this, but we have a lot of cool things coming up. Again, you probably saw on our channel we've been doing some whiskey reviews. That's going to continue. We enjoyed it, so we thought we'd try to broaden out our audience, because there's a huge whiskey audience out there, and do some reviews in that area as we learn more and more about it, and also try to figure out how that give us a better idea how when you drink barrel-aged beers, how that imparts flavor into those beers. So I think that's a good way to do that. He'd be lost without me, Brian. He just talks. Yeah, we'll see about that. We're a good compliment to each other. That's all I'll say. I think he knows that. But anyway, Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. I'm sorry that you had a stomach bug. Hopefully you're over it now and can eat. Don't get anything else. Yeah, we've had the flu go through this. Our household, our kids, ear infections. I'm done with winter. I am certainly done with these viruses, God Lord, and I just hope and pray we all get it here and let's get to summertime and we can all move forward on that, Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I think we're all done talking about that. Batman and Robin. Yeah, I think Andy's Robin. I'm certainly Batman. He will not agree with that. Bourbon is good for your stomach, Brandon. There you go. I don't know about that, but I gotta check my temperature. Andy, talk to everybody. Yep. What time? You're going way too high. It is. I got 13 more minutes, so we will. Get a lid to shut this off. Hold on, guys. Sorry. This is just my batch water. May have to start that back up, but we'll see. It's getting a little too hot. Anyway, what a mess. I have one beer left from your shipment. Oh, great. Yeah, cool. If you guys also, what did Andy just say? Hold on. What did he say? Todd, more like the penguin, annoying but difficult to get rid of. That's funny. That's funny actually. If you haven't seen his channel, our good friend Joe from the Beer Patrol, he's a beer review channel. Amazing channel, by the way. We sent him a bunch, same beers that John we sent you, and he loves some of the beers. We sent him 2 from RAR that are really a root beer float stout. We did a very cotton candy sour, 24th anniversary beer from Heavy Seas, 2 Burley Oak IPAs that were fantastic. So I think he's really enjoyed them. If you want to see full reviews of those beers, one from Hysteria, the no beer, no little beer, no big beer, no little beer, German chocolate cake stout. Check out his channel. It's the Beer Patrol, PA. Great reviews of the beers we sent him. What did I miss? Somebody just came on. Ron's beer reviews and tools. It is always nice getting beer mail, no doubt about it. We get beer mail for our state series, which we will be continuing very soon. I promise you that. Brandon's Antorage Adventure says, yep, just had honey sriracha pork tenderloin. Well, your stomach must be feeling better if that happened, because that sounds amazing. Oh, amazing. Anyway, hopefully you guys can see me. I'm on my new phone. Am I crooked? I probably am. There you go. Anywho, hit the thumbs up if you can. Again, Brandon Outdoors Adventures, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. That was fantastic. Paul's beer reviews. Good luck with the brew. I love Black IPA. Cheers from England. That's awesome. Hope you're doing well over there across the pond. We love Black IPAs too. You don't see a lot of them anymore out there. Nobody really makes them. I don't know why, because I think they're fantastic. It gives you, if you do it well, and it's not a hoppy stout, you get a nice sort of IPA that has great bitterness, complemented by some citrus notes if you use the right hops. And then you do get that backbone of the roasty malts that, if it's made well, really works. And I know this one this works. Our recipe works. It's one, like I said, it placed second in a homebrew competition, HHA at Scorpion Brewing, about 2 years ago. So I know it's good. So there's that. And I need more beer for my kegger, so I'm ready to go. I've been drinking a stout and a pale ale I brewed back in December, and they're pretty much gone. I need something new. Black IPA. I am going to brew for the first time a sour. Brian, have you ever brewed a sour? Any brewers out there? Any tips on sours? I'm going to use a specific fermenter for it. Do I need to also worry about the kettle, because it's going to be a kettle sour? I don't know. I need to read up on that. If I use my regular mash tun, and well, not mash tun, but really the boil kettle for this sour, will that screw up subsequent brews? I need to find that out, because if so, I'm not brewing one yet until I get another boil kettle. Hey, hold on, I just missed a few that came up. I'm so sorry. Sakuna Swana channel. Hello, somebody say thank you so much for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up. Everybody, hopefully you're checking everybody out. There's a lot of good channels on here already. Check everybody out, and if you like them, please give them a chance to subscribe to. I am coming from Massachusetts. Hopefully everybody's okay up there, Ron, in Massachusetts. Cooking with Can I not? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hello? Boo, no sours here. Yeah, not a fan. I am. I'm a huge sour fan, so I gotta do some more research on how to do a fruited sour. I absolutely love them. So, I'm sorry, I do. I know a lot of people don't, but I think they're great. I feel like I'm just totally crooked, but whatever. If I want lemonade, I'll drink lemonade. All right, very funny, Brian. I get what you're saying, but don't hate. Come on. It's a style of beer that's very popular right now, by the way. And you know it. You know it. All right, we've got 8 thumbs up, 12 people in here, 1 big super chat. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you again, Brandon. Please check him out. Check out everybody on here. There's some great channels, especially Short Circuit Brewery. He is probably the best homebrew channel out there, bar none. So you really want to check him out if you like homebrewing. New England, nice juice bomb, nice. Sours, not so nice. All right, but you know what? I am getting a little bit done with juice bombs. I am going to brew after this one a West Coast IPA, old school. I want a clear, piney resinous with some citrus or some citrus notes to it. A nice West Coast IPA. I can't. I'm getting done with these. Put it down a little bit. There we go. You know, these juice bombs. I like them, but there's only so many you can drink. I mean, they're everywhere, and they all are starting to taste and smell the same. Can't stand it. You know, at work, I'll probably be done with sours soon too. I don't know. Andy hasn't commented in a while. I think Andy should stop changing diapers and come over here so I can brew this beer and can talk to you. But let's see if he'll do that. 14 now in. Wow, that's awesome. 8 thumbs up. Again, if you're in, please hit the thumbs up. Thanks again to Brandon's Outdoor Adventures for that $10 super chat. Really appreciate it. That's funny. I just got an alert on my phone saying Chipotle now delivers free. That's good to know. Andy, I'm brewing something that actually tastes good, unlike Todd. You're not brewing anything. You're not brewing a darn thing in your house right now. And Andy knows I brew beer. He's trying to be funny, but he knows I can brew. I treated my water with a little bit of gypsum, a little bit of lactic acid. I want to get the pH level down to about 5.35, and I think a little bit of calcium chloride. So it's going to be more of this is definitely a bitter beer, so there's certainly more gypsum in. It's like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 ratio, actually. But I want to get that. I like my pH level lower in bitter beers, if that makes sense. We did a West Coast Indie IPA for the yeast experiment. Yeah, I saw parts of that. That is exactly what I'm looking for. So I haven't made a West Coast IPA in a while, so I love making recipes, so I would ask for that recipe, but I'm going to do my own. So I like, using certain hops and making your own recipe. Brian, you can appreciate that, right? You love making your own recipe, I'm sure, too. Andy, I know loves making recipes, but Andy, when's the last time you brewed, my friend? I don't think so. All right, what time is it? It is 11:06. Got to get ready to mash out. This also, so here's the grain bill. You want to know? If you don't care, I don't care. Anyway, it's got 10 pounds of 2-row. It's got 8 ounces of Crystal 60, 8 ounces of Carahel, a pound of flaked oats on top of the mash. That's all that's in there now. Then I'm actually going to put in right now these roasted notes. Now you're going to see this. It's about 15 minutes left in the mash. And I've got about 8 ounces of Carafa 3 Special and 8 ounces of Midnight Wheat. There you go. Look, there's all my dark roasted grains. I'm going to put it right in there. Now, why am I doing it so late? I've brewed these before. I've brewed even stouts that kind of do this. But especially this black IPA, I have put it in right at the normal mash time of 60 minutes, and it's become way too astringent. So even in my stouts and porters, I am doing a delayed addition of my roasted notes to cut down on that astringency. I found that it works really well. You still get those roasty notes. It tastes really good, but it's not overly astringent. So that's what I'm looking for here. So these will steep for about 10 minutes. We'll mash out, and then it'll mash another 15 in the sparge. So plenty of time to get that color. It works perfect. And I got to attribute that to Dr. Hans over there in Sweden. He gave me that tip, and it's worked so nice. So nice. Let's check the temperature of our sparge water. I'm going to heat that back up a little bit. See where we're at. Yeah. That's not too bad. I'm still at 186. 180, yeah. Not bad, but I'll probably just turn that back on in a couple minutes. 13 people in the chat. Only 8 thumbs up. Come on, give me a thumbs up. I'm working hard here. Andy's sitting at home doing nothing besides making fun of me. It should be. I'll give you a little teaser. If you see our Instagram, we filmed a vertical review of Founders KBS 2020. We got that early from Founders. That's coming out nationwide starting later this month, probably. And it's year-round now. So KBS won't come out every March every year. It's going to be after this year-round. But we had an 18, and 19, and they sent us the 20. We did a vertical review on those 3. That review, Andy, is it coming out tomorrow like I hope? Probably not, but early this week. And it's going to be a really cool video. You're going to want to watch that, because if you like barrel-aged beers and you've had KBS before, How does the new year-round offering compare to previous years that have been aged for 1 or 2 years? We're going to tell you. And you'll be surprised at the result. You know we love to age our barrel-aged beers. So that's going to be fun. We have some other fun things planned. This virus is kind of hampering what we can do at breweries. We were supposed to go to a few breweries and do some tours, private ones, for a big one named Guinness in Baltimore. And that's definitely postponed now. They're shut down. So that will eventually come. We've got whiskey things. We're going to get into that. We'll still do our big time reviews for some bigger beers. But we'll also be brewing beer. We're everything about beer and whiskey now, I guess. That makes sense? Hopefully that's not off-putting. 10 thumbs up, 12 people in. Thank you guys. Brandon Outdoors Adventures also, thank you for that $10 super chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat. If not, please go check him out. He gave us a nice super chat of $10, which is amazing. Because we don't do live streams very often. I missed anybody that came in. Spencer Joseph. Hey, thanks so much for subscribing and liking. We really appreciate that. That's amazing. We'll certainly check you out after the live stream. Oh, Bourbon Journey, great stuff. Hey, there's another, that's a great, again, we're getting to whiskey, and Bourbon Journey is a great channel that we're certainly learning from. Andy knows a lot more about whiskey than I do, but I'm really enjoying it too. Just in about probably 3 or 4 months, we've been sipping on bourbons, or I have at least, and doing some reviews. I've gone from not really being sure to really enjoying the complexities of bourbon. I also like to find out how it possibly imparts flavor into barrel-aged beers, because I eventually want to do that successfully. I tried it this past summer, didn't work well at all, but I'm not giving up. Anyway, so that's cool. Please go check out Bourbon Bounty, a great bourbon channel. Spencer Joseph, thanks for coming. Pennsylvania Trapping, hey, how's it going? They're right north of us. Hopefully your trapping season was okay, and it wasn't probably too cold up there. I don't know if that's good or bad for what you do. I know I've watched a few of your, I think it's pretty interesting how people trap and do that kind of stuff as a form of hunting. And I couldn't do it, but I do fish. I like to fish. I'm not a hunter, but I do fish on the Chesapeake Bay. Anyway, what time is it? What do we got? All right, I got like 5 minutes till we're gonna mash out. And then I'm gonna start this back up because I don't want to be too low on my sparge water. Andy, where are you? You can talk to people. I don't see any chats coming through. Nobody wants to hear me, right? Come on, Andy, where are you? Look at that I gotta do, Brian. All this manual labor. I don't have a switch like you do for electric world. Hooked up into my boil kettle. Let's see what we got here. This is better. I'll show you the color of the mash in a second. It'll come out not so dark eventually, but as I filter it out, it will. Let me get my strainer. I don't think it'll be bad, but you never know. Don't want a lot of stuff in there. What did I miss? Anything? Brandon's Outdoor Adventure says trapping was really slow from being in Ohio. Is that because it was a warm winter? Is that why trapping was slow? See how he lost. Andy said, see how lost he is solo. I'm not lost at all. I can do this all day long, and you know it. Trapping wasn't good this year. Again, was it not good because of the warmer weather? Or what? I don't know what that means. It was weather or ran after. Okay. Yeah, weather. So it was too warm? Not cold enough? I don't understand, but maybe that's what it was. All right, what time we got? All right, 11:13. I'm gonna check the temperature of these things. Just keep it right at 180 something. Turn it off in a second. Let's open it up and see what we got. You want to see some color? Oh, sorry. That's terrible, wasn't it? Ugh. Oh, if you could smell this. So good. Check. Check the temp on this. I want to make sure. It's a little low. Got down to 150 151. That's not too terribly bad. I lost a little bit, open it up. That's okay. We're a little low on our max, so for like 151. It's not terrible. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. Let's see what it looks like color-wise. Here's the big reveal. So this is mashing out. So we steeped all these grains. Or not steeped, we mashed all these grains. And I'll show you what the color looks at now. And by the time I'm done with this, it'll be a lot darker. But I'll show you. So this is called Verloffing. We're just basically running the first runnings out to get it. There's a false bottom on the bottom of this. And I gotta run it till it's clear. So what we'll do is we'll do this a bunch of times. And I'll show you why, because there's grain all in this. We don't want that in our beer. But it's already getting darker. And again, I only had these in there for about 10 minutes, these dark grains, these roasted grains. So let me show you the color of it now. But the reason why we're doing this is so that these don't go, hopefully you can see it on the camera. Can you see that? You see that? Oh yeah, you can see this chunk. That's all grain. It's gotten past the false bottom. Look at the color. So look, it's like brown. Wait till I get done this. It will be black. All we do is we pour that back in, right? And we keep going here until it starts running clean or clearer. I won't get everything. I'll use a strainer for a little bit, and then we'll sparge. I'll turn that off in a second. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm missing the chat. I'm mashing out. It's Andy. Did I just get a super? We got a super. Holy moly! Bourbon Bounty with a $20 super chat. Are you kidding me, dude? That is amazing. Please, certainly now you have to. If you're in this stream, go check out Bourbon Bounty. Thank you, dude. Andy, if you're in the chat, please give him a shout out. That's absolutely amazing from Bourbon Bounty. That's probably the highest super chat we've ever gotten. So thank you. We will certainly give you some props, and at the end of this, link your channel to this live stream so people can see it. Anybody who super chats, we will certainly link their channel on the replay of this live stream. Actually, a lot of people watch the replay of Brew Days for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they're trying to learn how to brew. Look how dark it's getting now. See, it's getting much darker, but they're still chunking it. But Bourbon, thank you so much, Bourbon Bounty. That is absolutely amazing. And me and Andy can't thank you enough for that. That, especially coming from a bourbon channel, that means a lot. Because, we're still just kind of new in the bourbon world, and don't worry, we're going to get there. But that means a lot to us. I know it means a lot to Andy, because that was his idea to kind of get us into bourbon. So thank you. Please go check out his channel and give him a look, because he puts on great content and just gave us a very generous super chat. So we certainly thank you for that. That's amazing. It's funny. We do this because we love doing it. And we are monetized, but we don't make hardly any money from the ads that are on YouTube. You'll find that out once you're monetized. Unless you're really big, you're not making. We have not gotten one check from YouTube, and we've been monetized for over a year, well over a year. You just don't make a lot of money, and that's okay. We don't care about that. We're doing this because we love doing it, and we want to reach more people. And maybe one day it will be, but we kind of love doing our videos and connecting with people, and it's just so it's a hobby of ours. So we love doing it. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I can't see the chat. Andy, hopefully you're taking care of the chat. Andy is on his personal account. He is in the chat. He's home changing diapers. That's still running. God darn. A little bit chunky. So I got to do this a few times. Usually I do it about 5 times. But I'll show you the color again. See, it's still chunky, so we got to keep going. It is getting darker. Good Lord. It should be getting a little bit clearer soon. My Lord. Come on now. Still coming out. Not sure why. We'll keep doing it till it's clear. I'm sorry. 9 people. I'm losing people in the chat. Oh no. John Hill. What's up, Andy? There. John's there. John is a great person to beer trade with, I can tell you that. Short Circuit Brewing is a great homebrew channel. Bourbon Bounty is an awesome bourbon channel, of course, obviously. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures, great outdoor channel. Everybody, there's not all in here, 10 people. Hopefully you're checking everybody out. while I do this. See, Andy, it'd be great if you were here because you could talk to the camera while I do all this hard work. But you're home, change your diapers, I guess. All right, one more time, and then I'm gonna just filter it with this, because we gotta get moving here. And that's probably too hot now. See, if any of you were here, I could help you. You could help me. Hint, hint. But you're not. I like cooking while sipping on bourbon. Andy, you like sipping on bourbon anytime. Don't kid yourself. Come on, man. All right, starting to get a little bit clearer. We'll use that and start getting this out. But you can see how dark it's gotten. Now that's the kind of color I'm looking for, that sort of dark brown color. I'm gonna have to still use this though. I will. All right, here we go. I'm gonna sit down. I'm sorry I missed the chat. What did I miss? Bourbon Bounty. We're all in this together. We do this as a labor of love, not exact. That's exactly true. What did Andy say? What's up, John? Andy said, Brian, that's hilarious. What did Brian say? Just a bourbon girl living in a bourbon world, Todd. That's funny. Don't egg Andy on, Brian. What are you doing? That's not the way to go with this. My pork chop with bourbon cream sauce is, whoa, that does sound. Brian, you need to put that on Instagram. We want to see that. I mean, I know you have a very successful brewing channel, but come on, I want to see the bourbon glazed or creamed pork chops. All right, so yeah, dang it, man. Still getting tons under the false bottom. Oh well, I'll keep running until it stops. So I gotta mash this out. So all this that's in there is about 4.75 gallons of water that went into the mash. Hopefully get about 4 out of it, and then I'll sparge with another 4.25 for 15 minutes, and we'll see where we go. I'm missing the chat. Andy is also on the chat. Hopefully, if he can see it. I see Brian has said some things. Andy, hopefully he can be our de facto. Oh, there's my son Ben. Coming outside, Ben. The sidewalk truck's right there. You can get it. It's right there. You don't want to be on camera? Ben, I thought you liked being on camera. All right. It's only 8 people on here. Ben, say hi. There's Ben. Starting to get that nicer out. There's your sidewalk truck. So they're going to come out and play, I'm sure. They'll be home for 2-3 weeks. All right, so it's running nice and clear now. That's a good thing. The next thing we'll do is sparge. 8 people. We're losing them. I'm sorry. Andy, help the stream. 9 people on. You're just coming on. We're brewing a black IPA today. I'm mashing out right now. I'll show you the color in a second. We're going to sparge, and then I'll get back to talking to everybody. We've had some awesome super chats from Bourbon Bounty and Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you guys. After this is over, we will link their channels on the replay. That will be up. Anybody who does that, we certainly got to give them some props. So thank you so much to both those channels. We got Brian from Short Circuit Brewing on here. John Hill, who's a Syracuse fan, 1982, I think, on Instagram, who is a awesome beer guy, and also really his Instagram's all about beer, but also barbecue, which is even better. 2 great things. John, all you need is now like whiskey and bourbon, and it's the perfect trifecta: beer, whiskey, and barbecue. Beer, bourbon, and barbecue. 3 Bs, triple Bs. Hey, there's a channel. Triple B. Beer, barbecue, and bourbon. Or beer, bourbon, and barbecue. I can't see the chat. I'm sorry. I gotta hold this so we don't get any grain into my boil, into my wort. You'll see why in a second. But it's coming out a nice color. SRM on this is, Brian, for you, it's 35.76. So you can see it's pretty dark. IBUs are 89.25, and the ABV is 6.2%. So that's the particulars on this beer. The bittering hop is Chinook, and I do a lot of late addition and dry hopping with Mosaic and Citra. I do use a little bit of Cascade at the end of the boil too. So the 4 hops are Chinook, Cascade, Citra, and Mosaic. Can't go wrong with them. Where's this Chinook? Yeah, the Chinook is like a spicy piney, and that's what you want. I always thought these were like Cascadian dark ales. It's kind of what they are. But everybody said no, black IPA. And the kids are out to play. So 11 in there, 13 thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you hit the thumbs up, I'm sorry if I'm neglecting the chat. I can't see. So I'm holding two things. Let me see if I can look. See what everybody's saying. Oh, Andy's on here. Good. Titanic live. What? Save yourself. Leonardo is going down with a ship. Very funny, Andy. What? Oh, that's a big talk. Wow. Ian Channel. Hello there. Well, thanks for coming on. Hopefully, everybody's checking everybody out. Appreciate that. Andy from 21090 is on his personal account. He's in the chat talking with everybody. So if you see Andy Cantor, that is Andy from Todd and Andy of 21090. He is home, self-quarantining. I'm just joking. Bourbon Bounty, Guy Fieri would probably sue over triple Bs. Oh, that's probably right. All right, well, still think it's a cool name. Let him sue us. Probably going to do some cooking videos on my page. Oh, so Brian has that. See, he's got Patreon. He's big league. Right. Do you have membership on YouTube, Brian? You know, I know some bigger YouTubers, even though the threshold is 30,000, a lot of channels have gotten the membership option, even though they're not 30,000 subscribers. You should definitely have that. It would help kind of be. It's just like the Patreon. I'm not really sure why YouTube doesn't push that out to a lower threshold. Maybe they can't handle the volume. I don't know. But I don't know. Brian has Patreon. If you're interested, he probably has some really cool content there. We are almost done, hopefully, mashing out. 21090 Brewing. What are you doing? I'm new here, dude. All right, so you're new here. I'm sorry. First of all, thanks for coming in. We are a sort of beer, whiskey, brewing channel. All things, those things. Whiskey, beer, and having fun. Today, I'm brewing a beer. I'm brewing a black IPA, and we're mashing out. I can't really show you, but I'll show you in a second what I'm doing. I'm basically getting all that nice wort out of this mash tun right here that was steeping on grains, and we're very close to the end of the mash out. And then we'll sparge. So we're making beer. It's about a 4-hour process for us, and then we let it ferment for about 10 to 14 days. All right, so that's done. That's out. Good stuff there. See, this caught a bunch of goop. I've got a bunch of grains. I'm gonna dump that back in there. I'm gonna take this off. Empty that out. All right. Now I got a sparge. Give me a second, Andy. Hopefully you can talk to everybody. I see Bourbon Bounty just made a comment. I'm sorry, I can't read. I gotta do something else. Boy, we're losing people here. This must not be good YouTube. All right, give me a second, guys. So there it is. Let me show you what it looks like. For anybody new, this is the grain bed. Can you see that? It's all grain that had water on it. We just soaked it for an hour. Now we're going to put more water on it. It's called the sparge. I need to check the temperature though. Make sure I'm not too low. Hey buddy. No, we're not. 186. That's fine. Put on my gloves in case this is hot. Andy is in the chat. So he's the other half of 21090. He can certainly answer any questions. Make fun of me. I'm sure he's doing that because I can't see the chat right now. Hey, Bourbon Bounty, that's just released Elijah Craig Rye in North Carolina. Andy's probably going to get that somehow, I bet. Oh, wow, sweet. Edlin Channel, we'll check you out after the live stream, I promise. So thanks for coming on. We appreciate you coming in. So we're going to dump this right in to our grain bed, or our mash tun. And then stir it up. Basically, I'm just rinsing all the grains down, getting this last bit of sugars out of here. Okay? That's about 4.3 gallons of water, hot water. We will disturb the grain bed again, get everything, make sure it's soaked, rinsed. A lot of people fly sparge. I can't do that, I don't have the ability, so we just batch sparge. I get pretty good results with it. 15 minutes this will soak. And we'll do the same exact thing I just did with the mash. And then we'll boil it. And we'll be done. I'm done with this. This is done. Let's see what our temperature is. Oh. All right, 166, perfect. All right, it's up here. All right, here we go. Fill with the water. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just spill some water. It happens. Get out here. Okay. All right. What time is it? Let's see. It is 11:29. It's supposed to be 11:30. 11:45. We will mash. We will sparge out. 11:45. All right, writing that down. So remind me, 11:45. We gotta do the same thing. 9 people in the chat. 14 thumbs up. Let me check. Andy is still on. That's good. I'm sure he's. Let me get my glasses on. Hold on here. It's hard. I'm getting old, guy. Look, old man. Is that a scarecrow in the back wearing a Def Leppard t-shirt? No, but we could put one on. That's a good point. I don't have any idea what it is, guys. Brewing beer. I'm not drinking beer. Yeah, it is brewing. We're brewing beer. Edlin channel. We are brewing beer. I used to homebrew beer. This reminded me why I stopped. This is the worst part. I promise you, it's the worst part. But drinking it is not. Drinking it is not. Brian, save him. Come on, Todd. What was I doing wrong? Sorry, Brian. I don't have any fancy equipment like you do. Jeez. We can get to. See, I think Andy prefers to just sit back and make fun of me. I really do. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Anyway, I want to thank again. We're going to be going here for a while, but I got to give the people who gave us super chats. Bourbon Bounty gave us a very generous super chat, and so did Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. So please, if you can and you're new, check those channels out as well. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. They are fantastic, fantastic channels. All right, let me just get some things together. Andy's in the chat. Andy, please talk to everybody. It'd be nice if you were here. Not knocking the equipment, bro. Yeah, you're knocking me. Oh man, Brian, you and Andy get along way too well. I don't know about you two. Way too well. All right, get the water. Knock the water bottle over there. We'll put this back over here. All right, I'm back. So now what I want to do, I'm going to start getting my hops ready. This is fun. So hops are what go into the boil. I think actually before that, John Hill, if you're still on, I'm going to crack your beer. Gotta get a glass though, so give me a second. Our first hop addition, which won't be for a while, we gotta get it up to temperature, is gonna be a ½ ounce of Chinook at the boil, so 60 minutes. So I got Chinook here, 1 ounce. We'll get a cup, and let's measure out some hops. If you've never seen hops, these are pellet hops, not whole leaf or lupulin powder. I'll show you what they look like. So like, Eldon channel, if you've never seen brewing, I'll show you what hops. There's 4 things in beer basically that make beer. Water, biggest, most important thing. Some type of malt barley or wheat, and hops and yeast. That's all you need. He needs a dose of reality, Brian. It's good to be honest. Yeah. Andy, I love you, brother, but you are a great armchair quarterback. That's all I have to say. He thinks he's funny. So I don't think he is, but he thinks I'm the funny one in this group. You probably agree with that. Let's zero that out. All right, so this is Chinook hops. Again, this is sort of it's 11.2% alpha. It's sort of a dual hop, but I usually use any Chinook hop I'm going to use probably for bittering. It does have some citrus note to it, but mainly piney and spice. Oh God, I wish you had smell-o-vision. So here's what they look like. Hop pellets. All right, we're gonna get a ½ ounce of that to put in the boil. There we go, there's a ½ ounce. So the rest of it is the other half. So the other half goes in at 45 minutes. And then I need a whole ounce of Cascade at 30 minutes, a whole ounce of Cascade at Flame Out, and an ounce of Citra at Flame Out. So we'll get those ready too. So let me get some cups. Actually, I'm not going to get them ready because that's a long time from now. We're going to let them hold. And also, I'm sorry, Mosaic at 15 minutes. An ounce of Mosaic at 15 minutes. So we'll do them later. What I missed in the chat? I am funny. Thumbs up, or you can put in the chat, yes if Andy's funny, no if he's not. I don't think he is. I wish I could put no. Which I can probably do that because I'm watching the chat on my own other channel. No. See? No. Andy is not Funny. Oops. All right. Monica, Tia, Moni Arts. Hello, how are you? We're brewing beer. We're just waiting for beer to get in this big cooler here, done sort of steeping in the sparge, and we'll run out and then we'll boil it. So we're making beer that we'll drink in about 2 weeks. The black IPA. Thanks for coming in. Check. There's not a ton of people in. There's only 8, but hopefully you can find some pretty cool channels to support. Andy is better than Todd. That is so not right. Andy is not better than Todd. Andy thinks he is. So I don't think that's true at all, Andrew. Anyway, all right, let's crack a beer, shall we? Is it 12 o'clock yet? No, that's close enough. So anybody out there? That's what I'm drinking. The elusive one from Great Notion Brewing. I think they're in Anchorage, I think that's where they are. Oh, Portland, Oregon. Sorry, Portland, Oregon. It's a double Indian Pale Ale with honey. I gotta get a glass. Oh, this smells good. I know I'm gonna like it. ABV on this is probably pretty high, I bet. I can smell it. What's the ABV? 8%, not too bad. Yep. Now that's a good double IPA. Yeah, I gotta pour it out there to look at though. We'll do that in a second. All right, turn that off. At 11:45, we'll sparge out. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Andy from 21090 is also in the chat. Andy, go ahead and talk to everybody. Hop Rod Garage, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, appreciate it. Again, Monica, Tia, thanks so much for coming in. Brian from Short Circuit Brewing is here. Brewers, he is an amazing beer brewer channel. That's probably the best that's out there. Hop got working at home for a couple of weeks at least. Yep, that's what we're all doing, Hop Rod. So why not brew some beer, right? I think that's a perfect antidote to doing this. Whoa, Monica Tia. That is absolutely amazing. Wow, I can't thank you enough. Monica, your channel will certainly go in the, we'll put a link to Monica's channel at the replay of this. That's amazing. We had an awesome super chat earlier from Bourbon Bounty and Brian, Bourbon Bounty gave us an awesome super chat earlier on. You guys just, that's amazing. We don't go live very often and stuff like that really, that's amazing. That's too much, but that's the best super chat we've ever had. So you will certainly be, your link to your channel we put on our channel, and please go check out Monica's channel. Very, very talented. So we really appreciate that. Yeah, and Andy's also the other part of 21090. Andy is in the chat from his personal account. He says, "Thank you, Monica. That is super nice of you. Please go check her out." Yes, Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. We are in Maryland. So are you in Maryland? We live in Maryland and are all about Maryland, actually. Yeah, Edlin channel, nice one, Monica. That is absolutely amazing. Again, the replay of this, we get a lot of people watch the replay of Brew Days because I guess they're looking to find out how to brew beer sometimes. So Monica, your channel will be, your link will be on the replay of this so people can check it out. 15 people in the chat, 15 likes. Again, thank you so much to everybody. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures started us off with a super chat. Then we got Bourbon Bounty with an amazing $20 super chat. And now Monica with a $30 super chat. Monica, Tia, Monty Arts. Please check her out. That means a lot to us. Like I said, we don't go live very often. And when we do super chats like that, it really helps. Maybe one day we will get a check from YouTube, Andy, and we can put it right back in the channel. We're not making money on this. So that's amazing. Uh-oh, what did I miss? No, I'm Mass. You're a Raven. Yeah, we are big time Raven and Oriole fans. Maryland Terrapins. Not so good with the Orioles lately, but we are huge Oriole fans and Ravens fans. We've actually done a video from a Ravens tailgate. Andy, I think we should do that again. We did that like 3 years ago. I think we should do it again. Oh, Brian, thanks, buddy. That means a lot because Brian's got a huge following on Instagram, and they're all homebrewers mostly. So I appreciate that. What time we got here? 11:39. We got 6 more minutes till we sparge out, and then we'll get in the boil, and it'll really smell like a brew house in here. I love it when we get to the boil and start throwing in the hops. That's when we start making the whole garage smell like a real brew house. My wife doesn't love it, but I do. Andy, Monica, we certainly will promote your channel. That's the least we can do. I can't thank you enough for doing that. Andy and I don't go live often, and when we do and we get the super chat, it really means a lot. It's just amazing. You find people would do that. It's just absolutely amazing. Sorry, it's shaking. I'm on a tripod. Andy's also a huge Winnipeg Jets fan. Now, don't ask me why that correlation is from someone from Baltimore is a Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada Jets fan, but he is actually. He's actually gone to games out in like Vegas, and he wants to go to Winnipeg to see a game. Not sure why. Not that there's anything wrong with Winnipeg, but in the middle of winter, that's not where I want to go. But he is a huge Jets fan. Yeah, you know what, Edlin, channel, that is something we want to do. We want to do a how-to series. It's just the time. One of the things we want to do is how to brew a beer for beginners. Most people start with kits. It's like a box cake. So you get a box cake. It has directions, has all the ingredients. You just follow the instructions, and voila, you have a cake. Well, kits for beer the same way. They have instruction. They have all the ingredients. You just need a few supplies. Voila, in 3 weeks you got beer. So we kind of want to. I know when we started doing it ourselves, we were kind of going to YouTube saying, how do you do this? So I think it's a good idea. If we ever have time to do videos, we would certainly like to do something like that. So stay tuned. So I'm brewing a Hop Rod asked, what are we brewing today? I haven't said that in a while. Yeah, we are brewing a black IPA. My recipe, I've done this now. This is the 3rd time I've done it. I usually do it every year. The 2nd time I did it last year, I sent it out to a homebrew competition, and it won 2nd place at Scorpion Brewing's AHA homebrew competition. I think it was their spring homebrew competition. They do one spring and fall, and there was like 16 entries in the IPA category. This came in 2nd, so I'm pretty sure it's good. Another one of our friends, Jesse at Bumpy Road Brewing, he's actually reviewed this beer on his channel and loves it. Says it's the best black IPA he's ever had. Just saying. So Bumpy Road Brewery, Jesse, he's not on, but he has said that it's the best black IPA he's ever had. I can't argue with that. Yes, added dark grains at the end of the mash. So I did add the dark grains at the end of the mash. Again, what that does is it gives you the color, cuts down on the stringency, and gives you still some roasty notes. I don't want a ton of roasty notes in this. This is a black IPA. I'm trying to cut that down. Just give it enough to give it a backbone because it is a dark beer. But the hops are what shine on this beer, and you want that. You want to be able to smell it without looking at it and say, "Oh, this is a hoppy beer. This is not a dark beer. This is not a stout." But then when you see it, you're like, "Good Lord, this is crazy." It's a dark beer. There's a little bit of roasty notes, and it's got that hop-forward flavor. It's fantastic. Yeah, so the dark grains go in. About 10 minutes left in the mash. They're also in here for the sparge. I sparge for 15 minutes, and we're getting ready to sparge out. So the color is certainly dark. You don't have to worry about that. You'll be surprised how quickly. I could probably do this all in the sparge and it'd still be okay. You get those dark grains impart so much color so quickly. It does not take long. Certainly doesn't take 60 minutes to get that. What that does though is it sometimes pulls too much of that roasty note, and the beer can taste astringent. And I've had it happen to me. A guy from Sweden, another great brew tour, which was Dr. Hans, he gave me that tip, and I've used it ever since, and it's amazing. So there's a little tip. What did Monica say? Have not done any airbrushing, Andy. Oh yeah, so Monica, you need to hook up with Andy. Maybe you can email us at 21090brewing@gmail.com. Although you said you haven't done any airbrushing. Andy's trying to develop something really special for us. Andy's very talented. Artistically. I know he probably won't say it, but he's got a great eye for a lot of the creative things that we do. He does all the editing for our channel. For the most part, 99% of the videos you see from when we really started doing this, not the early stuff, is him editing. And that's one thing we pride ourselves on, is how good our production is. And it's all because of what he does with the editing. So he is very, very talented. He probably doesn't get enough credit for that. He won't say it live on here, but he is very good. All right, I'm done talking good about Andy, but Monica, maybe you could help him because he's trying to create something, and he probably has some questions about where to go to next. If you could email us at 21090brewing@gmail.com, maybe Andy can start a dialogue up with you. Andy, there you go. Old Norse Brewery, cheers. What's cooking? We are brewing a black IPA today. It's that day, you know, we're all stuck inside because of this awful virus that's going around. Let's brew beer, right? Still brew beer. So we're brewing a black IPA. We're in the sparge right now. I'm actually getting ready to sparge out. Hopefully, I see I see like the love. Hopefully everybody's checking everybody out. There's been Edlin's channel. There's of course Brian from Short Circuit Brewers are in here. Monica Tia Moni Arts. She gave us an amazing $30 super chat. Please check her out. And then we have Old Norse Brewery that came in earlier on. We had Bourbon Bounty. He gave us an awesome super chat. Please check him out. And then Brandon's Outdoor Adventures in the beginning of the stream gave us a super chat. So we're not used to that. We don't go live much. Really appreciate all of that. That is absolutely fantastic. Brian from Short Circuit Brewers has pushed out our live stream on his Instagram. Really appreciate that, Brian. And let's get ready to sparge out. So what we're going to do is hook up our hose. Andy, take over the chat. Andy from 21090 is in the chat on his personal page. Any questions, he can probably answer. I don't know. We'll see. And yes, I'm wearing glasses. I'm getting old. I'm trying to read. I need my glasses. So, and it's still getting old. All right, let's see what this color looks like. Let's get a picture. All right. Nice and brown. So we'll try to run this a few times. Oh, shoot. Stop. Got to open it up first. Rookie mistake. Good Lord, Todd. Come on. You're better than this. Thank you. I thought it was stronger than this. Good. All right. Open that up. Start this again. So what I'm doing is I'm running this off because there's a false bottom in this cooler right here, right? That the grain bed settles on. But some grain gets underneath that false bottom, and you don't want that grain in your beer. So this is called Verloffing. We're just basically pouring it out and dumping it back in until it starts running clear. And then we'll be done all the mashing. So I'll show you the color of the beer in a second. It's right here. Look at that. Now there's tons of chunks in there. See that? We don't want that in our beer. So we're gonna do that. Here we go. And it's already running a lot clearer. So that's good. I'll get my handy dandy strainer. Make sure nothing goes in there, but I can probably do this. It's running clear, much clearer than the mash. So the grain bed compacted much quicker on the sparge, which is good. Still some chunks, but I think after this one we can use that and be fine. So I'll show you the color one more time. Here you go. See? Look at that, beautiful. Dark color. Now this is not a stout, it's a black IPA. That's the cool thing about this. So we'll use the strainer to make sure I'm not missing anything, but we're running pretty clear. So the next step is to boil it for an hour. Once we do that, we'll add hops throughout that hour to give it a nice bitter flavor. And actually, there's a lot of late addition and dry hopping in, so it'll have good aroma. And it's a great beer, great springtime beer. Because it's still kind of cold out, sometimes it's warm, so you get some of the roasty notes from the dark grains. With a lot of hops. Anyway, cheers everybody. Todd, he's just hold on, let me see what everybody's saying. I'm looking at the chat now. I was going to ask about dark green. Yeah, I wanted to. Okay, what did I miss here? Not missing much. We got 10 people in the chat, 17 thumbs up, a bunch of great super chats. Thanks so much for those, Monica. A lot of time goes into prep and actual paint time. Laugh out loud. Oh, great. Thanks for emailing. Andy will have to check out Monica's email, and hopefully she can help you. Todd's not old. Just looks bad for 27. Very funny. Hey, my birthday is next Sunday, and maybe we should do a live stream for my birthday. We're not going to be doing anything else, right? Yeah, we're getting old. Once you get into those mid-40s, it's pretty bad. Nah, you're only as old as you feel, right? Feel good. But I have 3 kids, so 3 boys, my 3 sons. All right, so we're just sparging out. I know this isn't great YouTube because I'm holding this, but I will show you what this wort looks like once I'm done. Hopefully we'll get up to about 7 gallons of wort, maybe a little over 7, I'm hoping. We're at about 5 right now, and it's running really clear. This is going to be a really nice beer. I would love to send more out to people. What I think Andy and I might do, last year we did a really exciting, I thought, series where it was the viewer's choice beer. So basically, we did a live stream where the viewers picked what type of beer we were doing, picked all the ingredients for it. Then we did a brew day where we brought people who were on the first live stream helping us pick the beer and the ingredients, brought them on while we were brewing it. All right, so there was a lot of interaction. That was actually a fun brew day. Brian, you remember that. And then we tried to can the beer and send it out to those people that were on those first 2 live streams to come back on for the third one to actually drink it. But our canning process stunk, and that didn't work out. So we're probably going to have to bottle. But I think, Andy, you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I think we're going to try to do that again this spring and summer. And hopefully that'll be more successful with just bottling it and getting it out to people. Because I think that's fun. Basically, we don't make it. We basically just make it, but you guys pick the beer style, the ingredients. You're with us when we brew the beer. And then you taste it and tell us what you think. I think it's fun. So I think we're going to do that again this spring, summer. As soon as we kind of get some things settled, we thought that'd be a fun thing to do again. So that might be our next live stream we do together at the bar, is the first of that series. So it's a 3-part. There's the pick the beer and ingredients, there's the brew day, and then there's the drink the beer. So stay tuned for that. And I'm not sure, is anybody else? And most importantly, you pick the name. Yes, that Andy gives Andy a lot of contention because Andy loves naming our beers. But that's true. You get to name the beer as well. So it's a fun kind of exercise because you're great. You're with me today. You're seeing me brew this beer, but you're not going to probably be able to taste this beer. Even if we reviewed it on camera, whatever, you're not tasting it. You want to taste it. So if you have input on what type of beer, what ingredients go into the beer, and then watch us brew it, and then we send it to you and you actually drink it, now that I think is cool. You can tell us, oh, I hate it, I love it. And if you hate it, it's because you picked bad ingredients and a bad beer. If you love it, well, it's because we brewed it and you picked it. How's that? All right, we are at about 6 gallons. I want another gallon at least. I'll get there. We got plenty of wort left. Beer chugs. Cheers, guys. Beer chugs. We will eventually. Andy, beer chugs is our California State Series representative. Beer chugs. I promise you, we are doing the State Series, and your video will come out soon. We just had to delay it for a couple of reasons, but Beer Chugs Andy also wants us to be on one of their live streams for it's like a guess the ABV contest game where he reads descriptions of beers and we try to guess the ABV, I guess. Is that right? I think it's Mike, right? Tell me if that's right. But anyway, Beer Chugs is a really cool up-and-coming beer channel. They like to brew too, but they also review beer. They have a good Instagram page as well. So please check them out, as well as Monica Tia, who gave us that amazing $30 super chat. Please check out Monica's channel. Great artistic channel. Please check her out. We had Brian from Short Circuit Brewing on here earlier. We had Bourbon Bounty. A ton of really good channels. We got Levin. Please hit that thumbs up. Game show on Wednesday. So Andy, the game show's on Wednesday. Maybe we can do it remotely, Andy, like you at your house and me at my house. I don't know. Brian's still here. Good. All right, good. Just making sure. So Brian, I'm still sparging out. This is not. I can show you. Hold on. You know what? I can show you. Here you go. That's what we're doing here. Can you see that? All I'm doing is letting that sweet wort get right into that boil kettle. There's the color of it coming out. Here's where it looks like in there. Can you see that? All right, and we're almost done. So we're just at 7 gallons. So I don't want too much more than like 7.5. But this is going to be nice, clear, dark wort. And we'll get on to the boil. That's the fun part, right? There we go. All right, what did I miss? Anything? Bourbon Bounty, good stuff. I have to run, but I wish... Hey, Bourbon Bounty, first of all, thank you for that super chat earlier. You're an amazing channel. We will link your channel to the replay of this live stream. And please go check out Bourbon Bounty. Great content. We're really getting into bourbon. And that's a great resource. Great content, too. Great guy. So thanks so much. Yeah, Brian, I'm sure you got a lot going on. All right, so that's done. We got perfect 7.5 gallons. It's exact. I love it when things happen the right way. So that's good. Got 7.5 gallons. Yeah, Bourbon Bounty, thanks so much for coming. We really appreciate that. Really amazing super chat. And hold on one second, guys. Let's do this real quick. Get that done. All right, that's beautiful. All right, shut that off. Now, the next stop in this whole thing is we're gonna boil this sweet wort. So again, I'll take you on a little ride. See that? That's the wort. We're gonna put it on that, fire up that propane tank, and then 60-minute boil. We're gonna bring it up to a boil, 60 minutes, add our hops throughout that 60 minutes, and it'll start smelling amazing. So that's the next step in the brewing process, is boiling the beer. And move that out the way. There's my kids in the background, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can see. Hoping you can see that. That's what you want to see. All right, good. Let's fire this up. This is going to start off. Okay. All right, so we're going to put it on there and get it boiled. Oh, yeah, Lord. All right. Hey, Nick. How you doing, buddy? Good? Yeah, it's a pretty cool sidewalk truck, huh? That's a lot. You did all that? That's awesome. Okay. All right, where are we? All right, so we have 10 in the chat, 17 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. We got some really, really cool. I hope you can see. There you go. Tighten that up a little bit. Perfect. That's my wife. She's a saint, by the way. Don't burn yourself, Todd. Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you, Andy? That'd make good YouTube. I need to get a glass for this so we can show you. Andy's in the chat. Andy from 2090 is on his personal page. He's in the chat. He'll keep the chat running. I'm just going to go get a glass. It's on you so I can pour this beer out. I want to see the color. All right, I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, we actually gained people. Look at that, Andy. I left, and there was 9 people. I come back, and there's 11. Andy probably would say there's a reason for that. I don't think so. All right, so here's the Great Notion. It's called the Elusive One. It's their double Indian Pale Ale with honey. Oh, and it's murky. It looks beautiful. I just slammed. But this is definitely that's a beautiful looking beer. Look at that. Beer Chugs was on here earlier. I don't know if Beer Chugs. There you are, Andy. I like how you wrote. Got Todd doing all the heavy lifting. That's funny. He would think that's the case. What did he say? What is this propane you speak of? Hey, we're old school, Brian. We're not as fancy as you are getting sent stuff from all these awesome brew shops. We have no electrical stuff here. It's all propane. Any out there want to send us some stuff to figure out how to do electric brewing? We'll certainly do that. But right now, we're doing it the old school way. Beer Chugs. What did Andy say? Don't burn yourself. Yeah, you're gonna get along real good with Andy. You have the same humor. He needs to put some work in every now and then. Andy, are you editing those videos, I hope? Well, anybody, cheers out there to hopefully a nice Sunday at home. This is a fantastic beer from Great Notion out in Portland, Oregon. Thank you, John Hill, for sending me this. Brew with honey. Wow. They're definitely using some hops that I would say, it doesn't say, but My guess is you got to be using some of the Mosaic, Citra, maybe Amarillo, some fruity hops, because it's very juicy, very fruity, fruit forward, as you expect. It's tasty. 8% beer. Todd sells propane. Very funny, Andy. Very funny. Cheers, Hot Rod, and cheers, Beer Chums. Hopefully you guys are all checking each other out. We're going to bring this wort up to a boil. Okay, and then once that happens, we'll put in our first hops. There's Chinook hops. We also have a bunch of Mosaic. I buy Mosaic in bulk because I use so much of it. So after I open this up, I will portion this out. This is a pound. We're not using a pound. We're only using in total 3 ounces. So I have a vacuum sealer. I'll portion them out, vacuum seal it, and put it in the freezer so I can use them just like this. And now it also has Citra hops. All right, so the 3 hops, and also some Cascade. Gosh, there's 4 hops. There's Cascade. So this is what it looks like when I vacuum seal it, right? That way it's fresh. Can sit and put them in the freezer. They'll last for a while. So I buy things in bulk and portion them out much cheaper. If I know I'm going to use those hops a lot. I don't use Chinook a lot. Actually, I have Citra already, but it's portioned out in a bigger bag, and I didn't want to open it, so I bought the smaller. I do use Citra a lot. Citra, Mosaic, and Amarillo are probably my 3 favorite hops to brew with. All right, what kind of yeast today? All right, so that's a very good question, Hop Rod. I didn't talk about the yeast. Got a yeast starter in there that's settled down. I did that on Friday. It is California Ale. It's the White Labs WLP 001. I love that yeast for basically all of my ales that are like hop forward beers. That's my go-to yeast. So White Labs WLP 001 is the California Ale. I love that yeast. Oh no, we only have 7 on. Andy, we're losing everybody. Anyway, hopefully you're enjoying this brew day. We're going to check the temperature on this. One thing you don't want to do is boil over. Now that's a 16-gallon tank. I can actually get 10 gallons of beer out of that. We've done it before, Andy. Remember that? That's a challenge. This only has, we're doing a 5-gallon batch. There's plenty of room in here, but you still don't want to boil over. It's a mess, and it's not good for the beer. So I'm going to just check it, make sure I'm not too high on the temp. Again, these are problems that Brian, Short Circuit Brewing, does not have because he's electric and he controls the temps a lot easier. We are at, we're well, we got plenty of time. 160. So boiling is 212. I don't want to scorch it, so we'll let it naturally just come up to a boil and we'll be good to go. Anyway, what am I missing? Anybody out there doing anything fun this weekend? I know you're on with us today. Things are hampered a bit. We're all going to be sort of hopefully watching a lot of YouTube channel in the next coming weeks. So put out a bunch of good content that we all can watch, everybody. I think that's important. Andy, do you want to type in anything that we have upcoming? You're the sort of editor-in-chief here. You kind of control how quickly we put things up. What and when will be the next thing that we put up? And maybe give a little teaser to the 8 people that are in here, what they're going to see from 21090 this week. Come on, give them a little bit of insight into what's coming from us. We're trying to put like 1 to 2 videos up a week, whether it's a live stream or we're trying to increase. But that's Andy does a lot of video editing. It's we don't just do one take shots. We do a lot of editing. I say Andy does a lot of editing, so it takes him a while to get it to where we want. So we can't put things out as quickly as possible. But that being said, come on, Andy, tell them a joke. No, don't tell them. I don't have a joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? You were going to start one of those, Andy. I see. Drunken one. Hey, Sparky, what's up, buddy? Cheers to you, man. I hope all is well down there in Texas, and hopefully you're getting by just fine. And we're brewing a black IPA today, or I'm brewing a black IPA today. Drinking a nice beer from our friend John Hill out in Idaho. Sent us this Great Notion beer. It's a fantastic juice bomb. Look at that, double IPA with honey. Very juicy. Just drinking that up, brewing a beer. Drunken One is an awesome guy. Good channel, please check him out too. Monica gave us an amazing super chat. Drunken One, please check her out. earlier. Again, Monica's channel will be in the link once we're done with this live stream. Andy needs to hone his skills. Mike, where? Hey there, drunken one. Oh, okay. Monica's in NorCal. All right. I have in-laws that live in Tahoe, actually Truckee. So up by, I guess it's, yeah, Lake Tahoe, Truckee. That's where they live. Canadian scientist, UFO builder. Hey, hey, thanks for coming in. Cheers. We're brewing a beer today. It's getting up to boil right there. We just mashed. It's a black IPA. One of my favorite beers to brew, a black IPA. So a dark beer that's hoppy. Love it. Next review, 1 bourbon, no scotch, 1 beer. All right, Andy, see, I knew Andy wouldn't do that. Andy won't give you a true idea of what's next and when it's next. I don't know why he does. He does that with me. He doesn't tell me exactly when he's going to have things ready. He's like, it's coming, it's coming. He likes to hold me on a string, I think. I think that's what it is. He likes to hold me on a string. Do you see that, Andy? Brian, who has very good produced videos, can shoot a brew day and publish the next. Do you hear that, Andy? Do you hear it? I'm just saying. I could too, Brian, if I didn't have something. That's true. Andy has got a point there. I do mess up quite a bit. But we've actually gotten a lot better, so you got to take that back, Andy. What did I miss? Tim, is it? Yeah, Tim. Thanks for the thumbs up, Palladian Scientist UFO Builder. I appreciate that. Is it snowing? Tim, where are you? Where are you that it's snowing? Hopefully it's getting warmer. Good Lord, it's middle of March. Let's go. Let's get some warm weather here, right? Excuses, yeah. See, that's what I say. Excuses. Totally excuses. Wow, this beer is fantastic. If you can ever get a hold of Great Notion Brewing beers, I've come to find out they do some fantastic. Just from our friend John Hill, who was on earlier, Syracuse fan 1982 on Instagram. They put out, first of all, their can art's awesome. Look at that. This is called the Elusive One. It is a double IPA with honey. It's really a big juicy bomb. Look at that. But it's sweet, not bitter at all. So it's a juice bomb, big time. But really easy to drink at 8%. Yeah, Tim is UFO builder, right? Yeah. I'm just wondering where he lives. Yeah, the artwork, the artwork is fantastic on that. Look at that. And all their beers are like that. You know, that's one of the things I'm noticing. A lot of the breweries go into cans, and their can art is just fantastic. Fantastic. So what is everybody's plans for the day on Sunday with what we're going through? Hopefully, maybe you're barbecuing, maybe you're just hanging in. We're brewing beer. Lucky enough, Andy and I live very close to each other, so our content won't stop. We're actually going to get together a lot, probably more, because we're not doing other things in the next few weeks to do some more videos. I'm getting exposed here pretty badly. I'm sorry, I'm dark. Let me see if I can change this. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Andy's going to be like, no! No! Oh, 8 people in the chat, 19 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Ron's Beer Review Tools, great time for lovers, homebrewers, and craft beer. Life is good. You're right. Life is definitely good, and I hope everyone's safe out there and making good decisions. It's cold here. Staying. Tim, where do you live? For UFO Builder, where do you live? That is so cold. It's about 50. The sun's coming out now. It's actually getting warmer. I would take off my hat, but it probably blinds you with the reflection, right? You don't want to see that. I'll keep that on. Check Monica. Thank you. Yes. See? Andy didn't help me, but you do. Yeah, we're not there yet, but it's getting there. Let's see, the temperature is 184. 184. 184. We got about another, I don't know, 20 degrees to go. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. I don't want like a huge overboil or anything like that. I don't want to scorch the bottom of that nice nice rolling boil is what you want. But Monica, thank you for the tip. Andy, you would think, would say, hey, Todd, check your temp. No, it's Monica who says that. What did Brian say? Brian said, hey, tip for you, Andy, when Todd messes up, clap 3 times real fast so you can see it in a... Now, let me tell you something, Brian. I also could do that because Andy messes up just as much as I do. So, although we've got, Brian, you can probably, actually all of us, the more you do these videos where you edit yourself, when we first started out, we have so many outtakes because we were terrible at it. You get better. You kind of get better at being in front of a camera, kind of talking about whatever you're talking about, whether it's beer, whiskey, outdoors, arts, crafts, whatever. You get better at it the more you do it, just like in anything in life. So we used to put outtakes at the end of our videos every time. We don't have them anymore, right? Andy, am I wrong in that? We don't have a ton of outtakes anymore. So that's a good thing. You're in Ohio. It's still that cold in Ohio. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's still that cold in Ohio, Tim? Jeez Louise. Wow. I mean, we're in Maryland, central Maryland, and it's 50. It hasn't snowed all year. Now I know you're a little bit more north, and in the sort of towards the Midwest, but and by the lake, so that gets by lake effect snow. But we have not had any snow this winter, and it's 55 degrees today. It's going to get up to 70 this week, but rain. But we've had a very mild winter, as Andy can probably attest to. Yeah, so we do. One of the things we're going to do, I think, Brian, that's a good point that you just make. You have a script for your videos. We certainly talk about what our intro is going to be, and the type of beer we're reviewing or whatever we're doing. But one of the things we might do is from a live stream, show you what one of our edited video shoots look like. So the live stream would happen. We would put you on the side, and then we would another camera show you what our video review of a beer would look like. So you would see behind the scenes how many times we screw up. So do I screw up more than Andy? What goes into us actually producing a edited video? I think that'd be a cool idea for a live stream. So we would come on, we would go live, we would say, okay, we're going to review this beer. So we'd set that up in front of us with the lights, put you on the side of the bar. You would see us from a sort of side angle or wherever, and you could see how often we mess up or how we actually produce what we produce, and then you would see the edited version in a couple of days when we put it up of what actually came out of that. It shows you how much Andy does with the editing. I think that's a cool idea that Andy came up with. We might do that for a live stream as well. So hopefully you guys would like that. No, I didn't say a script, but you have an idea of what you're going to talk about, I assume. You just said, you run with no outline of script, so it can be, okay. Well, we always think about for our intro what we're going to say. I mean, that's not, sometimes it's off the cuff, but for the most part, for the intro, we have an idea of what we're going to say. We then go to our intro, and then reviewing most of our stuff is reviewing beers. It's just what we taste, but you do a lot of brew days. You have to have an idea, though, of how you plan it out, though. What you want to show, what features on your brewing equipment, I assume, are important to point out, right? You have to have that. You have to know ahead of time what you want to point out in your video. But I get you. No outline. Okay, I didn't want to, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Sorry, Brian. Oh, Monica will be back. I have no idea. Okay, so that's good. We at least, a lot of our videos lately have been beer reviews, so those are pretty easy, but we always like to try to put funny intros. Sometimes they're organic and we're just goofing around and we're like, oh, that actually works, but a lot of times you have to think, what are we going to say to promote this beer? Because they say in YouTube, the first 5 minutes of the video, or 5 seconds of the video, people are going to stay with it or not. Or 10 seconds, the intro, the hook is what gets you. So we try to be funny. Oh man, we're down to 6 people on this. Everybody's leaving us. Oh well. Anyway, cheers to the 6 people that are still on here. I appreciate every one of you coming on today. I'm going to keep live. Why not? I'll just brew a beer. Let's check the temperature, right, Monica? I don't know where Andy went. I don't know where Beer Chugs went. Hot Rod Garage is still here. Hot Rod and Monica is still here. And Brian from Short Circuit is still here. So I think UFO Builder Tim is still here. But other than that, I'm not sure who's still here. Let's see if more people come on. I probably should have. Andy, if you have a chance, maybe you could tweet this out. You don't even know how to get on Twitter. How about an Instagram? Could you do that, Andy? Could you put an Instagram thing saying, hey, go to our live stream? That might help. Be useful, Andy. Don't just critique me. Let's check the temperature. We're getting close. You can see there's some hot break forming. All right, 2. Yeah, we're close. 201. All right, so this will. Let me show you what we got here, guys. I can bring you along. You're on a tripod. So this is what it looks like, right? There you go. Beautiful, right? Look at that. So we want that to start bubbling. We'll throw in our first hop addition. Whoop. So that is going to be Chinook, half ounce of Chinook at 60 minutes, and then another half ounce at 45. There you go, a little idea of what the beer's looking like. Yeah, I catch this word. It's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, we edited a lot out. Andy, I think Andy must have gone. He must be changing diapers, or he's on his way over. I was hoping he would come over somehow, but maybe not. Oh, now I'm overexposed again. Sorry. There we go. That's better. All right, cheers to everybody who's still with us. We have 7 on, 19 thumbs up. We've had 3 amazing super chats from Monica Tia, Monty Arts, so Monica, awesome, $30. I mean, that's the most we've ever had on our channel. Thank you. A $20 super chat, which at the time was the most we ever had. That was from Bourbon Journey, and then Brandon's Outdoor Adventures gave us a $10 super chat. Let me tell you, okay, so that's $60. We won't get there $60. I think YouTube takes what? At least, Brian, you'll know this. What does YouTube take? At least a third of that? Anyway, for us, that's more than we probably make in 3 months of edited videos. Just saying, obviously, we haven't made anything because we have our threshold set pretty high for a check being cut. But just to show you, like, when you get monetized and what you get, Brian can speak to this, although, Brian, you get a lot more views than we do. You don't make a ton of money from your AdSense. At least we don't. Hot break, yeah, that's hot break. I gotta watch that. Let me check out here. And we're getting close to hot break. So I got my first edition of Chinook at 60 minutes, so I don't want to miss this. So Andy, I don't know where you went. I thought you would be mine in the chat. I can't see the chat from here, but I gotta check this out. I don't want to miss the hot break. We are at 207, 208, 209, 212 is usually when the bubbles start happening. 210. So that's we're gonna be hot break real soon. Sorry, can you see me? Sorry. Hopefully you can hear me. I apologize if you can't, but I can't miss when it starts to boil. Let's check it out. We're at 210, 220, so that's going to boil any second. Here we go. 212 right now. There should be bubbles soon. Sorry, I'll be back in a second. I gotta watch this. It's like, what do they say, watching boiling hot never boils? Well, it's watching to see when this starts boiling. And we're right at 211, 212, so soon this thing will start bubbling. And I can put this in. And then basically what we do is an hour of boil. And throughout that whole hour, we'll be adding more hops as we go through at different times. This is Chinook hops, the half ounce, nice pine, spice, some citrus notes on it. It's a great bittering hop, I think. Especially for like a dark ale like this, a black IPA. Come on, let's boil here. Come on, what are we waiting for? How long will it? We're at 2, now we're at 210. All right. Yeah, it's gonna start boiling in a second. What am I missing? Anybody shoot lots of B-roll? How many we have on it? 6. Oh, sorry, we're losing people. I know it's probably not great YouTube. Do you have a distillery? No, so I don't know how to distill at all. I'd love to, but don't have that. Still not boiling. I gotta make sure I don't boil. Sure, not quit my day job. Exactly right. So you do, Brian. You know, Brian has an amazing channel, well over 10,000 subscribers. Should have more than that actually. He gets thousands of people to watch his videos and does amazing content, and he still can't make a living. on YouTube. It just shows you how difficult it is. We're not doing this to make a living either. We're doing this because we love doing it. I think Brian would say the same thing. It's a hobby of his that he shares with people, and it's really cool when we can connect with people like everybody who's been on this Brew Day live stream. Still not boiling. I'm waiting for it, guys. I'm waiting. We're close. Snooze fest. Sorry. Andy. Andy. Now he thinks he's funny, but who doesn't like live streams, right? I can't help it that Andy doesn't do any live streams anymore, guys. I brew. Andy doesn't. Sorry, Andy. I had to put you out there. I don't see you brewing anytime soon, buddy. But edit our videos. You do it well. All right, we're boiling. There it goes. First top edition. So, what time is it? It is 12:20, 1:20. We end the boil at 1:20. All right, our next hop edition is in 15 minutes at 12:35. I have to put in the rest of this. Do not let me forget, 12:35. I'll write it down actually right here. 12:35 on my whiteboard. You need a good whiteboard when you brew. At least that's what I do. You can write everything you want. 12:35. First top edition, 12:35. And then we don't go again until 30 minutes, which is Cascade right here. Let's open that up and get that parsoned out. Snooze Fest is my story, Todd. Remember, Todd, Ryan's Electric, Boogie Woogie. Very fun. All right, let's stir this up a bit. Maybe turn it down. It's a little bit too high. I'm gonna. It's a bigger spoil, but bring it down just a bit. A nice rolling boil. That's perfect. Right like that. That's beautiful. All right. So the boil's going good. 7 people. Only 19 thumbs up. Come on, hit that thumbs up, people. We got some great super chats from Monica. Really appreciate that. I'll keep stressing Monica Tia Moniart. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but she said she'd be back. She gave us a $30 super chat. Are you kidding me? So thank you. We'll take any super chat, much less $30. Then we had Bourbon Bounty. They gave us a nice super chat, and then Brandon's Outdoor Adventures when we first started the stream. So those 3 people, creators, thank you so much. Please check them out. We have 8 watching now, 20 thumbs up. Appreciate it, Todd. You'll know when it's 12:35 because no one will be left by then. Andy thinks it's so fun. Andy, it'll still be good beer, and I'll still go. I can talk to nobody. You know that. I'll talk to myself. I don't care if there's 8 or 100. Although we don't get many people on our live streams. I guess because we don't live stream. I don't know. We have almost 4,000 subscribers, and I only have 8 people on here. One of which is Andy on his personal account, so it's really only 7. Whatever. Turning out to be a beautiful day outside, by the way, in the Mid-Atlantic area. Sunny and probably 55, 56 degrees. I'll take that. All right, where was I? Cascade. We need to get Cascade ready. So here we go. I'm gonna measure it out in my cup here. We need an ounce of Cascade. So we'll zero out the cup. We'll cut this open. So this is 3.8 ounces of Cascade that we'll put an ounce into here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I love Cascade. Gotta have Cascade if you're doing an IPA. I mean a dark IPA. If you're doing a black IPA, I think you need Cascade hops. You have to have Cascade hops. That's what they call Cascadian dark, right? Come on now. Get in there. 1 ounce. All right, we'll come back to that because we need a Cascade again at 0, but this is at 30 minutes. The next one is the 12:35, the other half ounce of Chinook. Again, this IBU on this is 89, so it's a bitter beer. It's got the backbone of the roasted malts, and then I dry hop it with Citra and Mosaic, and also at the flame out. Woo, it's fantastic. You get that sort of fruity, it's tropical from the Mosaic and Citra. Citrus notes, and then you got sort of the spice and pineness of the Chinook and the Cascade. Fantastic. I love it. So I can't wait to drink it. I usually brew it once a year because my wife doesn't like it, some people just don't like really bitter beers like that. So me and Andy end up drinking. My father-in-law loves it, so he'll come over and probably get a growler. We'll end up drinking the whole 5 gallons. Next beer I'm brewing in April, and we'll go live, is going to be a West Coast IPA. I want a nice West Coast IPA. Nice piney, resinous, it's clear, with some nice malt backbone to it. That's what I'm doing. Let's go back to being West Coast, right? West Coast IPAs, I think, are what made the craft beer industry, and these New England IPAs, which I'm drinking now, which are fantastic, are great, but I'm getting tired of them. All right, let's see. What do we have? Violet by Design. That root beer stout you guys sent Beer Patrol seemed crazy. Now, I'm so glad, Violet by Design, thank you for bringing that up. We did not review that on our channel, but I sent it to Joe at the Beer Patrol. So if you don't know who Beer Patrol is, check him out. He's a great beer reviewer. He did a review of a beer from RAR Brewing in Cambridge, Maryland. They released I think it was called, oh God, what was it called? And what was the name of that root beer float stout from RAR? I can't remember it by chance. But anyways, root beer float. It tasted exactly like root beer. Birch beer, really. And Joe from Beer Patrol did a review of that. We sent it to him. He loved it. I mean, if you like root beer, you're gonna love it. If you don't like root beer, you wouldn't like it. But it is a amazing beer. I mean, it tasted like a root beer float, and it was like 9%. I mean, it's crazy. It was like alcohol flavored root beer or alcohol blue beer. It was so good. But Violent by Design, you're right. That was an amazing beer. We probably should have done it on our channel, but I drank it real quick, and I had one left, and I wanted to send it to Joe because I wanted him to taste it, and I knew he'd do a review on it, and we didn't have time to do a review, so I sent it to him. So I hope that video does well for him because it was a fantastic beer. And he did the grape cotton candy sour from RAR, they're out of order, which blew him away as well. That also was RAR. There's 2 breweries that, well, Andy, you might disagree. It was We All Float. Thank you, Andy. That's what it's called. Yes. Alpine Gulch. Hey, long time no see, our old friend Alpine Gulch. How are you? It's great to have you in. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, we will always be partial to Heavy Seas. It's literally like 3 miles down the road. It's probably the now the 3rd biggest brewery in Maryland, but it's been around for a while. It was Hugh Sisson, the owner and founder of Heavy Seas, was a pioneer of craft beer in this area, and we will always love them. But if you're talking about 2 breweries in Maryland that I think are really, if you're going to get beer from Maryland, who you want to look for, it's 2. It's Burley Oak and RAR. There's a lot of good breweries. There's Union, there's Monument, there's Jailbreak. I mean, every state has tons of breweries. But those 2 are amazing. And if you can ever find their out of order, if you like sours, they're out of order from RAR or their Dream Series from Burley Oak, get them because they're amazing, amazing beers. So, gotta run, Todd. You're on your own, my friend. All right, Andy's leaving us, guys. Bye, Andy. We won't miss you. Anyway, what time is it? I gotta add an op at 12:35. Andy, see you, my friend. Andy, will that video be up tomorrow? Yes or no? I'm putting you on the spot. And you know what beer I'm talking about. Is that video going to be up tomorrow? He won't answer that. Yeah, that brewery seems like they do a lot of fun beers. I live super close to Mortalis Brewing, and they put out crazy. Yes, other half is right down there. So you probably live right near Joe then, right? Because he does a lot of both of those, Mortalis and other half. I can't wait to get a box from Joe that we will then spotlight for our state series. That'll be from New York. We love Joe. Joe is a great beer tuber. He does beer reviews, probably puts out 20 beer reviews a week. I mean, it's crazy. But his reviews are so good, better than we do, I can tell you that right now. And I love that he was almost speechless on 2 of the brews we sent him. The root beer float and both from RAR, the root beer float and the grape cotton candy sour, the out of order. I mean, that was just, so go check him out if you can. Sorry, technical, yeah, see, Andy won't commit. We hope to have a very big video uploading tomorrow, or at very least Tuesday, that you guys hopefully will all love and will get seen by thousands of people because it's a big one. It's KBS. We luckily got KBS 2020 sent to us from Founders before it's even out. You're going to want to see this. We reviewed the 18, 19, and 2020 year-round KBS vertically to show you what each one tastes like. And you'll be very surprised to see how these beers are different. They are. All good, but different. Yeah, Western. So Violet by Design is from Western Rochester area. That's where Joe is. Joe is more Buffalo. Okay, well, you're still upstate New York, right? So, yeah, and Joe gets a lot of great beers from upstate New York, but I'm glad that you pointed it out because I loved watching his, he couldn't talk about how amazing those beers were. Now, again, they're not for everybody. If you don't like sours, Brian, you don't like sours, and the root beer floater, if you don't like root beer, you're not going to like it. I wish those breweries could distribute to bigger audiences because they're just fantastic breweries that we're lucky enough around here to get. All right, let me check on my beer, guys. I'll be right back. We are 5 minutes from our next hop edition, which is Chinook, another half ounce. And then we get into some Cascade and Mosaic. Beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful rolling boil. Exactly what I want. Smells so good. Oh, you got smell-o-vision. It would be so good. Looks good. I wish I could send these out to everybody that you could try them. And that's the one thing, I'm brewing this, you're seeing me brew it, and then you can't try it. I wish I could have you guys all try it. Alpine Gulch, yes, KBS, yes. And Alpine Gulch, you've been with us for a while, right? You're going to want to see this video because it's going to show you what the new KBS from Founders is now going to be year-round, which is an interesting thing. That's a barrel-aged beer that now is going to be available not just during a certain period of time in March, April, May, when they put it out usually. It's not going to be all year-round. The good thing is there's two things. One, this beer, I think it's better with age. There's a spoiler. And two, you'll still be able to do that even though it's a year-round offering because they put the bottle date. So you'll know exactly when they bottle this. So you can say, okay, this was bottled in February. I'm gonna buy a couple, wait a whole year, and then drink it again and see how the flavors change. They usually approve. I can tell you that right now. But when we did the 18, 19, and 2020, the new one that's coming out, it'll be on shelves probably within the next 2 weeks. You're gonna want to pick it up, but you might want to see this video because it'll show you how it's different from the previous vintages. All I'll say. Dudes Brews, how are you, man? Wow, it's been a while since we've talked. I'm brewing beer. I'm brewing a black IPA. We're in the boil right now, so I'm doing great. I hope everybody else out there is doing great. We're about an hour and 45 minutes into the live stream, so we've mashed everything. We're now boiling. I'm going to stay as long as I can just to talk to people. We haven't gone live in a while, but I'm doing well. How are you? And we have 9 people in the chat. 20 thumbs up. If you could hit the thumbs up, that would really help us. Again, hope everyone is doing well out there considering the circumstances. Cheers to everyone. Hope you're doing whatever it is that you normally do at your home. And for us, it's drinking nice beer and brewing good beer, right? And sometimes whiskey. So cheers. What is everybody doing today? I think we've lost some people. We got some new people in. I'm good, thanks. What hops in the black IPA? Okay, so here's a couple of things, Brew Dudes. There's 4 hops I'm using. The bittering is all Chinook. Half ounce at 60, half ounce at 45, which I have to put in 2 minutes. Then Cascade at 30 minutes, 1 ounce. 15 minutes Mosaic, 1 ounce. Flame Out, another ounce of Cascade and an ounce of Citra. That's it for the boil. And then dry hopping with 2 ounces of Mosaic and 2 ounces of Citra 4 days, for 4 days. Here's the other thing though. With this beer, when you mash, if you're ever gonna brew a black IPA, I highly suggest you delay your roasted malts. So do a sort of a late addition on any roasted malts you do. You don't want to get it too astringent. I put these in with 10 minutes left to go in the mash, and then I do a 50 minutes batch sparge, and it's black as can be, and it won't be astringent. So I'll show you what we look like here, guys. Let's get ready to, I'll bring you along. Come on, come on. We're gonna brew, and we're gonna put in the next half ounce right? Oh, that's an ounce. Sorry, I put in the wrong thing. Of Chinook. There's a half ounce of Chinook left in here. So we will, shoot, did I just lose everybody? It just said reconnecting. I'm sorry if that happened. Good Lord, I don't know what just happened. Yeah, so let's put this in right now. It's almost, well, one more minute for 12:35, and we'll put this in. There's the grain bed, spent grain bed. Can you see that? When I mashed. And now we're going to put in a half ounce of Chinook hops right there. Can you see that? I don't know what you can see, but here we go. Look at that. Woo! A lot of dust in that. So we'll get that like that. Can you see what's going? It's probably very, I don't know if you can see. Nice rolling boil. We'll get our, put that down. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys like this. We're brewing. Oh yeah, I like the sound of that combo. It is a fantastic, Brew Dudes, it's a fantastic black IPA. I highly suggest it. It's I came in second place in a homebrew competition about a year ago at Scorpion Brewing, AJ homebrew competition. Yeah, there were 16 IPAs, and I came in second, so I'll take that. It's a really good beer. Let me show you what we got here. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry, I don't know. There's so much steam coming off. But that's what the boil looks like. I like a nice rolling boil. I don't want it too high because I don't want to scorch it. All right, so that's all the Chinook. That's really all the bittering, although we will get some bittering from our 30-minute edition and our 15-minute edition. But the 30-minute edition is Cascade, an ounce, which is right here. And then at 15 minutes, we got to put an ounce of Mosaic. So that's what we got. Anybody else in the chat, just please hit the thumbs up. We got 22 thumbs up. Man, I've gone for an hour and 51 minutes and I only have 22 thumbs up. Anyway, hope you like what we're doing. I'm just trying to be on for a while. We haven't gone live and very often. We will hopefully soon at least be doing it twice a month. I always do it for my brew days if I can, because it's just, why not talk to you while I'm brewing, because I'm just sitting here brewing. It's not like it's rocket science. We've had some amazing creators come on. We got some super chats from Monica. She was really nice to give us. But Monica Tiamani Arts gives a $30 super chat. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's crazy. We had Bourbon Journey give us a $20 super chat, and Brandon's Outdoor Adventures, when we first got on, a $10 super chat. That's the most we've ever had. It's amazing. We don't make much money from this thing, and we're not looking to make money. So thank you for doing that. I will have their links, their channels. I don't think they're on the stream anymore, but if you could support them, that'd be great. It would really mean a lot to us. All right, so that's where we're at. We're in the boil. I just put in the 45-minute edition. We have to put the second one in, which is this ounce, at 30 minutes. So that will be at 12:50. Let's put that on the 12:50. 12:50. Let me write that down on my blackboard. I got it right in front of me. 12:50. All right, so that will be that. That'll be 30 minutes into the boil. We will put an ounce of Cascade right there. With 15 minutes left to go in the boil, so at 1:05, when I put in the Mosaic, I have to put in a Warlock tablet. If you're still there, remind me. Who's on the chat? Whoa, Andy, you're back? No, you're not back. Andy's not back. Andy left. Andy was on. Bourbon Bounty's back from lunch. I was just talking about your Bourbon Bounty. You gave us an amazing super chat earlier. Please check his channel out. We just put in our second hop edition, which was the Chinook. I'm getting ready to put the Cascade hops in. Oh, if you guys can smell this. It's so good. It's got some of that pine, but it's got a lot of the citrus forward notes for Cascade. I love Cascade hops. It's really versatile. You can use it for a lot of things. I'm bittering this with Chinook. So Bourbon Bounty, thank you for that. Sure. Please check out Bourbon Bounty. Go right now. I don't care. You can leave our stream. Go check out his channel. He gave us an amazing super chat. Great content. We're getting into bourbon ourselves. We're starting to do. We've got like 2 or 3 bourbon reviews up. We have more coming. We love bourbon. We love how it's paired with beer and barrel-aged beers. So it's a perfect, seamless transition for us. So Andy especially. Andy's really into bourbon. Like he is starting to know a lot. I'm a really new guy. I've been probably drinking it with Andy for maybe 2-3 months. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know. But now, you start learning some things. Bourbon is so good. It's so good. So good. And I love how beer and bourbon go together. So just to give you some heads up of why you're seeing bourbon from us. One, we think it's fun to do. And two, I think a lot of people like to see what types of bourbon are out there. And we like doing it, so why not? Let's see, what am I missing? Violent by Design. I'm really liking Sabro hops and Rawaka lately. I have not brewed with either of those, or I don't know if I've had a beer with them. Tell me more about those two. What type of flavor profiles or aroma profiles are they? Are they bittering? Are they flavor? What are they? I don't know them very well. Honestly, I don't know either of them. So that's interesting, Violent by Design. Rawaka is great hop. Very hard to get in the UK though. Yeah, I haven't seen it here in the States. Brew dude. So what? Tell me more about those two hops, Violent by Design. So Pop Rod Garage says he also likes Sabro. Made single hop. Whoa, is that on your channel? I gotta check it out because honestly, I don't know much about. I've never actually. I've heard of Sabro. I have not heard of Rawaka. Am I saying that right? Rawaka? I've not heard of that hop. So help me understand this. I'm intrigued. My favorite hop to brew with is Mosaic. Mosaic, Amarillo, and Citra are my three favorite hops. My West Coast IPA will probably have one, two, or three of those hops in it. I love those hops for IPAs. Just do. I probably need to branch out more because I know I like Galaxy as well. I like the sort of citrus forward beers. Just do. Oh wait, so Sabro can lend a lot of coconut. Now that's awesome because I love coconut beers. I love like coconut brown ales and coconut porters and stouts. So that's interesting. I got to get Sabro. Sabro, is that how you say it? Am I saying it right? Rawaka is a New Zealand hop. It's very pungent, lots of lime, dank herbal notes for me. Interesting. See, that's all right. So Andy loves experimenting with new hops. So I hope he sees this replay, or if not, I will tell him. He will certainly look for those hops and brew something with them because he loves getting new hops that he's never brewed with and that have like those funky outside the box flavors to brew with. And it usually comes out pretty good. I'll give him that. He has some crazy recipes, but they usually turn out pretty good. So interesting. All right, what time is it? At 12:50, we need to put this ounce of Cascade in. So don't let me forget, 12:50, ounce of Cascade. All right, can't forget that. Cannot forget that. And then the next hop addition will be at 105. We'll put that in there now. That is 105. That's going to be the Mosaic 105. And then we have two hops that flame out. So it's basically 60, 45, 30, 15, 0. That's the hop schedule. Chinook, Cascade, Mosaic, Citra Mosaic at flame out. Oh, sorry. Citra and Cascade at flame out. Mosaic and Citra in the dry hop. Rawaka can be bitter and sweet at the same time. Well, that's a versatile hop that sounds awesome. I cannot wait to look into more of that. I probably myself as a brewer. So I just gotta okay. I probably as a brewer need to branch out on my hop usage. I tend to stick the ones I know the best and like, but Andy's the more adventurous one, so I probably need to do that for my own brewing practices, is try different hops and really experiment and understand them better. You're right. So I'm glad you guys are putting that on here. That's awesome. Although I'm still a sucker for Galaxy, but I blame other half for that addiction. Yeah, I love Galaxy too. I mean, it's an amazing hop. I mean, just citrus forward, tropical, just perfect. So it goes well with so many other hops. Yeah, agreed. And this beer from Great Ocean was fantastic. Woo, fantastic. All right. 12 in the stream, 23 thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit the thumbs up. Again, I want to name our awesome super chatters for this live stream. Bourbon Bounty gave us an amazing super chat earlier on. Please go check him out. He came back into the chat. Please check him out. Monica. She was on earlier, gave us also an amazing Monica Tia Moni Arts. I will link all these channels on the replay of this live stream. So it's Monica Tia Moni Arts, an amazing super chat. And then very early on, we started this live stream 2 hours ago. Brandon Outdoor Adventures gave us the super chat. So there's 3 channels. Really, I want to shout out and give them, please, if you can, just check them out. I know, I believe he's still here, is he? Didn't you come back? Bourbon Bounty, yeah, Bourbon Bounty had come back. Hopefully he's still here. Bourbon Bounty, just type something so they can see your channel. Please go check out Bourbon Bounty. Galaxy, Brew, there he is, perfect. Good, I mean, amazing. We're really getting into bourbon and whiskey, and we've watched a lot. You know, what we do is we watch a lot of YouTube channels to kind of understand it a little bit better as well. Andy's really into it, so he's the one doing a lot of the outreach on that, but I'm trying to too. I'm trying to learn very quickly the nuances, just like beer and brewing, about what the nuances are. So great channel. All right, it is 12:55. I got 5 minutes to our next top edition. Don't let me forget, 12:50. I got to put in this Cascade right here, 1 ounce. But please go check out Bourbon Bounty. Actually, check out all the channels on here too. We subscribe to them because they're good people, good content. If you're not, check them out. It really helps. You got Violent by Design, Dudes Brews, Alpine Gulch was on here. Earlier we had Brian from Short Circuit Brewing. We had Hop Rod Garage. Palladian's UFO Builder, Scientist UFO Builder was on earlier. We had Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. Again, I mentioned Monica Tia Moni Arts was amazing super chats for us. And then we had Beer Chugs on earlier. So a lot of people coming on. If you could just check them out, we really appreciate it. If you're on the chat, haven't chimed in, let us know you're here so we can at least say hi and shout your channel out. We really appreciate it. 23 thumbs up. Man, we need more thumbs up. I've been on for 2 hours. I only have 23 thumbs up. Please, let me know you like this. All right, we're getting close to our next top edition. 4 minutes away. 12:50. Oh, Cascade hops. It's gonna start smelling really good. Really, 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 really good. All right, so there you go. Okay. So what this beer is, again, if you just knew, we're brewing a black IPA. What that means is it's going to be a very dark beer. It's black. It's not a stout. It's not a porter. It's not a dark German beer. It is a IPA that has roasted malts in it. And I put the roasted malts in very late in the mash so you don't get too roasty notes. You get some. It's not astringent, but it's got a ton of hops in it. Ton of hops. Not only bittering, but flavoring. So it's got your bittering from Chinook. So it's going to have a nice bitter finish on it. But up front, it's going to be very juicy and sort of citrusy because I'm putting Mosaic, Cascade, Citra, all on late edition hop additions, and also dry hopping. So it's a really flavorful beer, has some roasty notes, but it can be done really bad too because it's not a hoppy stout. You don't want that. You don't want your hoppy stout. That's a mess. All right, this is an IPA. A black IPA should drink like an IPA, but have a malt backbone that's sort of a bit roasty. So you should be able to drink it with your eyes closed, like, this is an IPA, but there's something different. And that's a good IPA, a black IPA. And I know this is. I've brewed it 3 or 4, actually it's probably my 5th time brewing it. I've refined the process a little bit, and it's won awards at homebrew competitions. I know it's really good, and I can't wait to drink it. I love black IPA. Most people don't actually make IPAs anymore, black IPAs. So DTS 153, you're here. Awesome. Peter C, thumbs up, number 25. Peter C, thanks so much for joining us. We're brewing a black IPA. Thank you for the thumbs up. Everybody check out Peter C. And then our good friend, DTS 1953. You dry hopped with a log with a Cascade recently. Now that is interesting. Where's my chat? Oh, there it is. I need to get my chat up on my phone so I can see it. My iPad is about to lose its power. So hopefully my phone isn't. That would really suck. I got 60%. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, my finger's in the way. All right, I'm back up. So DTS says it's called Anything Goes Lager. Dry with the Cascade. I chucked my leftover grains and hops. It's lagering. That's awesome. So it's like a hoppy lager. I love that. Because you're going to get that nice, from the Cascade, you're going to get the nice piney sort of citrus notes from that hop, but then also that crisp finish of a lager. That is, I brew 1 lager a year to Marzen for Oktoberfest.
it just takes so gosh darn long. I mean, lagering means time, basically. That's what it is. So that's why you see and let me tell you right now, the lagers you see out there at Macro, they're not lagered like they should be. Even Sam Adams Boston Lager, it's fermented for like 21 days. That's not lagering. It's not true lagering. You want to slowly, lager a beer to really get the nuances of a crisp beer. And if you do it right, it's fantastic. So it's interesting that you're doing that. We'll review it in June for YouTube. Okay, DTS, I need to see that. I'd love to try it, but I need to see that review because it sounds amazing. And lagers are very difficult to brew. There's so many ways you can mess it up on the fermentation side with the temperatures and to do it right. But when you do, it's fantastic. My Marzen, I think, is great. It's really good. But I only brew it once a year. I brew it in June, so I'll brew it in June, and it'll be ready in October. That's why I don't do a lot of lagers. To do it right, you actually have to do it for a long period of time. So, can't wait to see that. Can you guys give me 1 second? I gotta get a controller for this iPad so I can see the chat better. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. I will be back in literally 30 seconds. Although, hold on, what time is it? I gotta add my hops first. Who didn't tell me that 12:50 is here? We gotta add our Cascade hops. You guys are slacking. I almost missed that. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm sorry. Hopefully, I didn't lose anybody. 11 people. All right, good. I'm back. I just need to plug in my iPad so I can see the chat better. Let me see the eyes. There we go. All right. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if Andy was here. 25 thumbs up. Come on, give me more thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. I would love to see the thumbs up. All right. What do we got with the chat? What am I missing? Lagering in the fridge now. We'll review in June. Okay, anybody else? Okay, anybody else new come in? We're brewing a black IPA. Hopefully you can see that right there. All right, nicely done. All right, our next hop edition is at 150. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. That's not right at all. It's 150. It'll be 105. 105. At 105. At 105. 105. And that will be 1 ounce of Mosaic. So let's get that ready to go. Here's our Mosaic hops right there. It's a big bag. It's a pound. So what I'll do with this, again, I said this earlier, I buy them in bulk so I can portion them out. Hops that I use a lot. Mosaic's one of them. I will buy in bulk. You get a better deal. I have a vacuum sealer. I'll put them in bags, push them up probably in 2 ounce bags. And that way I can put them in the freezer and they will last a lot longer. It's much cheaper than buying 1 ounce at a time or 2 ounces at a time. I highly recommend if you're a brewer, we have links in all of our videos to morebeer.com. Check those things out, the morebeer.com link. If you click that link and buy things, it helps us out. But morebeer.com, if you don't go to your local homebrew store, they have really good prices. Morebeer.com. And they're not paying us to say that. I just like morebeer.com. Oh my gosh. Mosaic hop is probably my favorite hop to brew with. If you could smell that, just look. I mean, there. Hey, Marcy Wojcicki, 2RIP. There's a saying, where beer is brewed, it is good there. That's a great saying. I've never heard that, but you're 100% right. And we're brewing beer, and it's good here. But thanks for joining us. Hit that thumbs up. Marcy Wojcicki 2RP. Sorry, I butchered your name. I do remember subscribing to you though. Smell that. Mosaic hops. Amazing sort of tropical, fruity, floral. It's just so versatile. At 13.1% alpha acid, you can use it for both bittering and and aroma and flavoring. I like it more the aroma and flavoring, even though it has a high alpha. But we just need an ounce right now, so let's pour out an ounce. Here is my scale right there. Can you see it? Let me see if I can bend you guys down. Give you a little. Oh, no. That's it. There we go. All right, so we're going to get an ounce out. All right, so let's zero out that thing. Zero out the cup. All right, there we go. Let's pour it in. Here we go. Can you see it? Oh, it's probably too much. Let's see here. Let's go a little bit over here. There we go. Here we go. An ounce. An ounce. Oh, it's too much. Already too much. Let's do a little bit more. 1.4. So I gotta get to 1 ounce. So we got a little bit too much there. Sorry about that. 1.1. There we go. Didn't do it. Come on, 1.0. There you go. 1 ounce. 1 ounce of Mosaic. And like I said, I will vacuum seal the rest of that. We're only using 2 ounces in the boil today. Whew, that smells so good. This goes on at 15 minutes left in the boil. And then we put another addition of Cascade and Citra at Flame Hill. And then we'll be done. 12 people in the chat, on the stream, 26 likes. Please hit that thumbs up. I'll keep saying it because it's amazing. We've had 3 amazing super chats today. And some of them are still in here. But I will shout them out again. I don't know. Again, Bourbon Journey gave us an amazing super chat way through. He's been in most of the stream. If he's still in here, please say hi. Check out Bourbon Journey's website. We're getting into bourbon. If you like beer, you're probably going to like bourbon too, because it's an amazing, amazing spirit. Please check out his channel. And then we had an awesome super chat from our really good friend, Monica, who hopefully Andy is going to check out very soon to help with something. But Monica Tia Moni Arts, again, after this, they will be in our replay of this. Their links to their channels will be in. Please check out Monica Tia Moni Arts. And then Brandon's Outdoor Adventures, as we first started on this chat 2 hours ago, gave us an awesome super chat. So those three creators, thank you so much again for those super chats. It's highly, highly appreciable. I really appreciate it. This means a lot to us. Bourbon Bounty. Sorry, Bourbon Bounty. Bourbon Bounty, not Bourbon Journey. Although we are on a bourbon journey. Bourbon Bounty, there he is. We are on a bourbon journey. We're trying to get into that world. We're beer, but we also love bourbon, and Andy especially. So we are watching channels like Bourbon Bounty to help us understand the complexities of bourbon and where we should go with reviewing them for people out there that may be interested. We love it, so hopefully you guys do too. But Bourbon Bounty is a great channel to go to check those things out. All right, so where are we at? At 1:05 Eastern Standard Time, I need to add the 1 ounce of Mosaic. So let's see what we've done already. We've already done the 2 Chinook. They're done. We've done the 1 ounce of Cascade at 30 minutes. We will soon do the 1 ounce of Mosaic at 15 minutes. And then all we will have left for the boil is another ounce of Cascade and 1 ounce of Citra. And then we'll be done. And you guys can go on your own way. Now, hopefully, if you follow our Instagram, and if you don't, you should, I will do a quick review on Instagram of this beer. We probably won't do it on our regular channel because nobody really cares what this beer tastes like because they can't try it. But either via a story or whatever, you'll see once this is ready, I'll do a quick review of how it turned out. I'll tell you it's going to turn out really good. So make sure you're subscribing to our Instagram. We also have Facebook. We're trying to understand how we can use Facebook to promote our YouTube channel. But we have Facebook. So please check us out there. We also have Twitter and also Untappd. All the beers we review on the channel are also on Untappd. So you can check them out there. So only a little bit left to go here. But stay with us. We have about another 20 minutes or so. So don't go away yet. Fun stuff still happening. I'm still brewing. So at 1:05, which is 7 minutes from now, we'll end this. I do say I can help you on the bourbon. Yep. You can certainly help us on the bourbon journey. That's what I'm saying. Please, if you're into our channel, you should certainly be into channels like Bourbon Bounty, who do amazing stuff with whiskey, because it's a fun world to be in. The complexity of whiskeys, I'm very quickly finding out, are actually probably more complex than beer. Honestly, they really are. And I love how the two go together so well, especially as a home brewer. I am going to figure out somehow to be able to do a bourbon barrel aged stout one of these days. I tried it with oak chips soaked in Evan Williams white label Baton Bon, and it didn't come out right. I didn't do it long enough. I didn't soak it long enough. And I used maple syrup in it, so it was too sweet. There wasn't enough bourbon. So I just got to figure out how to, without getting a bourbon barrel, which costs a lot of money and is way too big. We do 5-gallon batches. I got to figure out a way to, how do I impart bourbon oak flavors into a stout as a home brewer. That's my next test. Anyway, 11 people in the chat, 10 now, 26 thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. It's been a fun day. I'm getting towards the end of the boil. I'm not going yet, so please don't leave me. I need you guys. Don't leave me yet. I want to stay with you guys for at least the end of the boil, and then I probably have to leave you because I got to do a bunch of things to get ready to chill it. So actually, very soon I'll be wrapping it up because I got to get the hose lift up. Oh, let me show you what I do to cool this down. So you have to cool this down. It's boiling, right? It's been boiling for a minute, and I need to close this down as quickly as possible. 5 minutes. DTS, thank you. 5 minutes to the next hop drop. Yes, that is. Remind me in 5 minutes because I'm sure I'll be talking and not remembering. 1 ounce of the Mosaic. So let me show you what we use. I have an immersion work chiller in the brew house. So here is what we use to chill it down. So what will happen is our garden hose will get plugged into it, and our groundwater right now is really cold. It's still winter. It'll run through these coils and then out the other end into the street, and it cools down that wort really quick so you don't get the isomerization of the hops. So the hops won't continue to make bittering flavors. I'll get it down really quick so then I can pitch the yeast at our target temperature of about 68 degrees. So it'll go from 212 to like 68 degrees in a matter of like 10 minutes. Maybe even less than that because the groundwater is so cold. I'm going to sterilize this though. This is a bucket of Star Sand. So now sterilization becomes very key. You got to make sure everything's sterilized once I stop boiling. So that's important. That'll soak in Star Sand for the next 15-20 minutes and be sterile. Oh man, only 8 are on. Oh well, 8 are on. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate everybody today. There's been some amazing super chats, amazing people on. Hopefully you enjoy seeing us brew beer. We have not done this a lot. We still do tonight brewing. We're all things about beer, whiskey, fun. We just like to have fun. Anything around beer and whiskey, mainly beer, but brewing beer, whiskey, all that stuff. It's all interchangeable. That's what we like to do. So at 105, which is in 3 minutes, ounce of Mosaic. So then after that, at flame out, I will put in 1 ounce of Cascade and 1 ounce of Citra. I'm probably going to end this soon because I got to go around the side of the house. This is when I really have to work. I don't have Andy here, so it would kind of be pointless. Amazon has mini aging barrels for around $50. Get out of here. So Bourbon Bounty says Amazon has mini aging barrels for around $50. Put bourbon of choice in the barrel to infuse that flavor, and then remove the bourbon. That is interesting. So in theory, Bourbon Bounty, I could buy this. Do you know how big the barrels are? Is it like a 5-gallon? Like how big are these barrels? 2 liter. All right, so 2 liters is not enough. But I mean, I use 5-gallon batches of beer, but it might be enough to put some in. I like the idea though. It's much cheaper and more efficient. 2-liter batches. So what's that gallon wise? There's 4 liters. How many liters are in a gallon? Am I wrong? 4 aged sum of beer. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. It'll be at least a gallon of that 5-gallon batch will go into that barrel and see how I like it. All right, so I will look into that tonight. Now the question, Bourbon Bounty, what whiskey would you put into that? What type of whiskey? Now think about, we don't have a ton of money to buy, like, I'm not going to put a really high-end bourbon into that. So I've already used Evan Williams Bottle and Bond and I love that. Don't get me wrong. I'm also finding I like a lot of high wheated bourbons. I like Larceny. We just had Wyoming whiskey, which is the high wheated. I loved it. What type of whiskey would you recommend for us to impart into, say, like a stout, chocolate stout, so to speak? Where am I missing? All right, one more minute. Let me stir this, guys. Comment below, Bourbon Mountain. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get that out. We're at our time. What are we at? One more minute. What'd you say here? Monica, you're back. I just gave you a shout out again, Monica. Monica is one of our big supporters today. Thank you again, Monica. I really appreciate you coming back, and also the super chat you gave us earlier. It's so great. We're so grateful. So thank you again. That is not high. Let me think. Yeah, Bird Dog Bourbon. I have never heard of it. Annie may have, but I'll take any suggestions. Again, thinking of something that would go with like a chocolate sweet stout, or just a chocolate. I should say a chocolate stout, but a lot of the flavors I like in my stouts are chocolate and coffee. So if you can impart them with the bourbon, what would be a good bourbon for that barrel? All right, 105. Time for 1 ounce of Mosaic into the hop. Boom. Here we go. Now at flame out, I have to do. Let me stir that real quick. Hold on, guys. Not neglecting you. I just need to quickly stir it. Okay, there we go. All right, and then I need to get my next additions, which are 1 ounce of Citra. Let's turn that on. At flame out, I'm putting 1 ounce of Citra. What did I miss? Not too sweet, has high vanilla. Oh, I like that. I liked the vanilla notes. It's 5 past. Thank you, DTS. I appreciate you keeping me in check. I did get it. So the next hop addition will be at 120. 120, in 15 minutes, we're gonna put in 1 ounce, which is flame out, 1 ounce of Citra, and 1 ounce of Cascades. Let me put that out. So that will be done, and that will be done. And then we will dry hop for 5 days, 4 or 5 days, 2 ounces of Citra and 2 ounces of Mosaic. So let's put the ounce of Citra in here. We got 11 people on, 26 likes. Can we get to 30 likes? Give me a thumbs up, 30 likes. I've been on for 2 hours and 23 minutes. Man, come on. Give me a thumbs up if you're new to the chat. Here's the Citra. I love Citra. Citra is probably the first hop I really fell in love with brewing-wise. I mean, just smell that. Come on, put a whiff. Get a whiff in there. Come on, guys. Get a whiff. Smell it. You know you want to. Oh, you can. It's so good. I love Citra hops. I mean, so much Citra tropical fruity flavor. Just the perfect hop for any type of beer. Honestly, well, not any type, but most IPAs, most ales, they're not stouts. All right, 1 ounce. There we go, 1 ounce. Boom. There's an ounce. I need another cup. Give me 1 second. Oh, by the way, I highly recommend anybody who brews out there. I like to do yeast starters to get my yeast really active, really healthy, increase the numbers. More Beer has this. This is Proper Start. It's basically canned wort. It's called Proper Starter. This is the best. You pour a can of this with a half liter, basically 17 ounces, or 500 mLs, I should say, of purified water, and then add in your yeast, put it on a yeast turner, and you have a beautiful yeast starter done in minutes. It's better than doing like dry malt extract and all that stuff and boiling it. This is so much more convenient. Proper Starter. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. All right. One more thing, guys. Let's get the last hop edition of Cascade. Let's show you. I missed some of the chat. I'm sorry. What did I miss? Citra, one of my favorites. Hey, Brian, have you ever used that Proper yeast starter? I love it. I'm never going back to dry malt extract for my yeast starters. I am totally paying for that, those canned worts. It's the best. I love DTS. I love Amarillo too. My 3 favorite hops to brew with are Mosaic, Amarillo, and Citra. I'm very classic. I know there's a ton out there. I do also like Galaxy. Don't get me wrong. This is 1 ounce of Cascade. And I'll seal all this back up with my vacuum sealer. And then we're done. So these both go in at flame out, and then I dry hop with 2 ounces of Citra and 2 ounces Mosaic for about 4 to 5 days. Boom, rack it. We'll be drinking this in 2 weeks, no doubt about it. So we're almost at the end of the brew day, guys. What did I miss? Yes, they still there's okay. To DTS, have you ever used that? I'm telling you, I love doing yeast starters, even if it's not a high ABV beer. I love that my yeast are active and ready to go as soon as I pitch it. Right? They're ready to go. They're healthy. They've increased in numbers. I asked Sam Calagione, who is the owner and founder of Dogfish, I actually asked him for a homebrewer with the one tip you would give homebrewers. His thing to me was pitch more yeast than you ever think you need. Always pitch a healthy enough yeast whenever you can. You don't want yeast that's under, that's stressed. So go over with your yeast counts. And the way I can do that, instead of buying multiple packets of yeast, and I don't propagate my own yeast, I do yeast starters, and my yeast are ready to go. I'll get activity on this beer tonight. It'll be bubbling. It'll start fermenting within hours. And if you check our Instagram page, I'll show you that. So make sure you subscribe to our Instagram page. All right, I'm going to go for another 5 minutes. 1, because I have to go to the bathroom, and 2, that'll give you a nice 2.5 hour live chat, live stream from our brew day. All I have to do is pitch these at flame out, and then cool it down and pitch the worst. So worth the money for the amount of effort. Exactly, Brian. I'm so glad. I'm surprised you haven't done like a, maybe you have, and I've missed it. I'm sorry if I am, a video on that and compare it to what you have to do for. We were thinking about doing that, so maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Doing a video showing you how awesome that is compared to doing a traditional yeast starter, and why you should, even though we're not getting paid for it, but I think it's a great video. You know, you pay for those canned worts. It's so much easier. Anyway. Yeah, I'm telling you, DTS, it's a little bit more, so it's going to cost a little more, but it's so convenient. You basically get a bottle of water, you know, whatever, beer park, any type of, you know, natural filtered water. Add in one of those cans of wort, and then pitch your yeast. Put your stopper on it or whatever. I just use tinfoil with Sarsan on it, and it's ready to go. It's so easy. You don't have to measure out the dry malt extract. You don't have to boil the malt extract. You don't have to cool it down. You know, you don't have none of that. It's so easy, so easy. I love it. So I can't recommend that enough. All right, we are getting close to 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm actually going to shut down the stream. I want to thank everybody who's come on. Brian from Short Circuit Brewing, DTS, everybody, our 3 super chat today was Monica Tiamani Arts. Thank you so much. Bourbon Bounty, thank you so much. Brandon Outdoor Adventures, thank you so much. Everybody's been with us today. We hope you enjoy it. We will do more live streams, not just from brew days. If you follow our Instagram, you'll see where this beer heads and how good it is. I'll do a quick review on Instagram for you. So in 2 weeks, check it out. Also tonight, Violent by Decision, thank you for joining us. You've been on the chat for a stream a very long time. Thank you so much from upstate New York, near Joe. You'll be able to see on Instagram how this beer turns out and how quickly tonight. I'll show you quick tonight on our Instagram when this is starting to ferment, which I suggest will probably be before you go to bed tonight. So check that out. It's been fun, great stream, nice virtual. You know what? Cheers to you, Bourbon Bounty. Thanks so much, guys. Again, I can't thank you enough. Stay tuned. We have some really, I did an Instagram 1 minute. Okay, so you did do an Instagram one. Makes sense. I figured you would have. That's how I found out, Brian, about the flavored things. I can't remember the name of it, but those flavored ones were awesome. Eclipse Brewing, morning. We're getting ready to end the stream. I'm almost done the brew, and I've been on for 2.5 hours. The black IPA is almost done. Everybody, please check out Eclipse Brewing. I think it's Steven, right? Is that right, Steven? Is your name Steven? I think so. Amazing brew channel, right up there with Brian at Short Circuit Brewing. Just an amazing brewer. Eclipse, check out our Monica. Thank you, Monica. God bless you. Appreciate everything, the super chat, all that stuff. Hope everyone's doing well, continues to do well, and we'll get through this all together. And yeah, Steven, yep, check out our Instagram. I'll show you how this goes on Instagram. Probably after this, I might show you guys pitching the yeast. So head over to our Instagram on the stories. I'll put some stories up about getting this into the fermenter and then when it ferments. So keep following along on Instagram. And until next time, guys, God bless. Stay safe and cheers to everybody. Keep drinking some beer and brewing beer. It's been fun, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow with a new video. Yeah, it's been a fun brew day, Eclipse, Stephen. Check back again, like I said. We've had a really good day, and the beer so far has turned out well. It's going well. A smooth brew day, all things considered. All right, guys. Cheers. Take care, and God bless.